Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I wish my refund hurry up so I can have a taxitude.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
I'ma be like, let me get 20 on pump 3.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Matter of fact, make it 25, and yes, I would like to donate to the March of Dimes, so ring me up that Coke and candy bar 2 for $2.22 deal where $1 goes to March 2. Oh, and ring these Skittles up for my kid too. And when the cashier tells me to have a nice day, I'm gonna be like, no ma'am, you have a blessed day, sugar.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Pull down my shades like Kim Kardashian, smile like Gabrielle Union.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Flip my bundles like Nicki Minaj and queen out the door like Beyonce.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Goofy face, goofy face, goofy face, heart, 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 muscle, muscle, muscle.
Time for a bath, time for bath, time for a bath, and time for bath.
Sassy black girl, sassy black girl, sassy black girl, kiss, kiss, kiss. Hashtag so what, hashtag I ain't shame, hashtag my money, hashtag call me taxitude, honey.
Live from the Injured on the Go Just Call Mo studio.
It's a blast!
It's Orlando's own Tom and Dan.
Hello, this is your Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan program. We hope that you will find our presentation precise, joke heavy, and just right. Thanks.
Welcome to the Friday free show of A Mediocre Time.
Hey, it is another A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I'm Dan.
I'm Tom. Just heard some AI slop.
Yeah, that goddamn slop. What's up with this fucking slop all the time?
God, it's so good.
No, that is, I stank-onia'd my song. Like in honor of the 25th anniversary of mine and my daughter, I can say now.
That's awesome.
Our favorite rap duo, Outkast.
Yep.
I worked all morning to try and put a little, because there's different versions of Outkast, you know? You have like Players Ball style and Equimini, and then you have Stankonia, and then you have The Love Below and Speaker Box. You know what I mean? Like different eras of the band. But does it make you feel crazy to think 25 years of Stankonia?
I know all old people do the
Yeah.
same thing with like 25 years.
I know.
What the hell?
I know.
Anyway,
South got something to say.
Ross Padgett's here. How you doing, Ross?
Oh, yeah.
You like rap? You're a rapper. You can rap.
I love rap. I think rap is one of the coolest, if not, at the very least, the most honest representation for like art or medium or storytelling. I don't know. If you want to know what's happening in the world, man, go listen to a bunch of rap that no one knows about.
Where were you when Stankonia came out?
God, man.
Oh, I thought you were doing the Alan Jackson song. Where were you when the world stopped turning?
I think
Remember that song, the 9/11 song that he wrote? Oh, my God.
So I was just getting into 6th grade, and I will be honest, I was not into rap at that time.
What is a 6-year-old Ross Padgett into?
Dude, I think I was...
Or, I mean, a 6th grade.
Yeah,
not
I
a
was
6-year-old.
My son's age.
Yeah.
I was 11, and I had just found out, and still, this is my number one, I just found out about Daft Punk.
Okay, all right.
And Around the World.
That's your number one.
One More Time was being played in a Pollo Tropical. It was Around the World, and I heard it, and I stopped in the middle of the queue. And dude, I loved it. And that was like the first electronic song I've ever heard or digested. So from that moment on, I've always enjoyed electronic music, but Daft Punk is still my number one. Thank you to Pollo Tropical for having a great playlist.
I gotta thank The Simpsons one time for having their ending scene of one of their episodes like a animated Ferrari pulls up, and then it goes to drive away, and they play Kraftwerk. And I was like that, and that's how I discovered Kraftwerk.
Nice.
Is from the ending of a Simpsons episode.
What is your number one? Do you like music?
Yeah, well,
Yay! That's when he goes full Cajun, man. Yay!
yeah, of course I do. I'm not
He's
a,
a scat man.
I love music.
I'm not
on
a
the bio.
goddamn monster. It's just I don't like it as much as
So
you
why
guys.
did you go full? What was that show where they'd be bidding Storage Wars?
Oh, okay, well,
Yep.
well, because it's complicated. I do like music. I liked Outkast when
Yeah.
I was a young Tom Van. In
He
fact,
did like Outkast, but you were a Wu-Tang boy.
I was a senior in high school,
Yeah.
trying to figure out, and by trying to figure out means I had no idea what I was going to do. I was about to graduate high school. I had no plan and had no idea what my life was going to do. Like, literally nothing.
Yeah.
I was just worried about this coming weekend and where the party was. And then there's
Where's
no
the
future
fucking party at? He
plans.
said. That's awesome.
I chose UCF just because they let me in.
Yeah.
That
Were
was it.
you not to go back to you, Ross?
They let you?
Not to go back to you real quick, but you said you weren't into rap in 6th grade. You were into Daft Punk.
Yep.
So what were you into before that, or were you into music? Or?
So I was just following my mom, understanding the great 5-piece harmony of NSYNC.
Okay, yeah.
I
yeah.
definitely saw NSYNC perform live as a small boy at Giant Stadium in New York.
Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
A lot.
Like you were a
of-
fan of NSYNC.
I mean, I don't even. I think I was just there because my mom would always play the music, and
Okay.
it wasn't even like
What
"Mom,
album?"
We have to go to this concert. It was.
Was that the first concert you went to?
Yeah, that
Okay.
would be the first concert I ever went to.
I would argue, rather than shame, I would argue that's a banger.
It's
Because
the
at
production.
least, yeah, I would argue like there is. I mean, you could say there's a little shame there, maybe a little bit.
I mean, I said
But
it. I questioned if I should bring it up. To be honest,
But
with
it's a high level of entertainment. It's a high level. It's the highest level.
you. The name of the game is being honest, and I meant to say slightly stupid when I was in high school. That was my first concert.
Mine was Rush. So
Oh.
that's like some nerd shit right there. Rush and Primus. That's real nerd.
I saw. Oh man, you know what? Fuck it. I'll embarrass myself even a little bit more.
Do it.
So I love Primus. I got
Okay.
introduced to Primus when I was like 21, 22.
Oh, a fun fact, because we're going to tangent all day today. I think Tom and I are feeling old school or whatever. Follow the new drummer for Primus on Instagram. He's a fun follow.
Hell
and
yeah.
he's a normal guy that just got picked up and put into the band. And when you see him, he's normal. He's just a normal man that now drums for Primus. And it's fun watching how like excited he gets when it's like him and then the band and then like what's his name? Lennon, Sean Lennon. And then other like world famous musicians playing, and he's like, he looks at the camera, he's like, I can't believe this is even happening.
Because those are some of the most talented people ever affiliated in that band.
Yeah.
You're talking goats with all of their
Rock
instruments.
band legends.
They really are. And so I remember I got tickets. I was like, date night, babe, we're going to go see Primus. But the pit was already sold out. Like the floor there. So
Yeah.
we were like, you know what? We'll splash cash. We got to go see them. VIP, we go to the second story where there's chairs.
I love chairs.
I hated
That as a
watching
young-
Primus in a goddamn chair.
You're not
dude.
old enough. You're not
Oh,
old enough.
yeah,
You'll
yeah,
get
as
to
a
a
kid.
point where the chair is you're the king,
Yeah.
and you're watching the jesters perform for you, and you can even get disinterested in them. You can be like, "Oh,
Yeah,
talk
but-
to my wife loudly."
Yeah,
right now.
yeah, and I ate a bunch of pasta right before, so I was like nodding, dude. I was getting so tired because I was like, man, I need more alcohol. But
Yeah, pasta and chairs an old person's game.
pasta chairs at a concert.
Okay, real quick, because I want to go over everything for our events.
Yeah,
because-
We got business to do. So.
Business.
Okay, so Bad at Business Beer Fest is coming up November 22nd. And just a quick rundown, the beer starts pouring at 2 p.m.,
Yes.
but we start handing out the sample cups for free and giving everybody wristbands at noon. That's when the sample cups
Yeah.
and wristbands start, and that's when we start handing out 600 gift bags.
You must have a photo ID to get your wristband. wristband, and normally what we
Yes.
like for you to do is to, kind of line up, get your wristband, get your gift bag, and then you will be going into someplace to eat or get a beer somewhere and hang out until 2 p.m.
Trey from Yellow Brick Road Foundation will also be set up right at noon, and he'll be selling the Yellow Brick Road pint glasses for $20. Every dollar goes to Yellow Brick Road Foundation. Daniel and I purchased the pint glasses so that we made sure the Yellow Brick gets everything.
We do.
And they also are going to have gift bags, and they will have a person IDing you at that tent too. Last year,
Wait,
we
they
had
have
to go,
their own gift bags?
Yes.
Do you know what's in their gift bags? Is it
It's the
competing
same
with your gift bag?
No, it's the same. No, we're stuffing them for them because
Oh, okay.
last year.
I thought I'm just gonna look out for you. You're Gary gift bag.
Gary.
He loves gift bags.
So here's a rundown because it's all for our. Oh, I'll tell you, we had
Yeah.
a
Just
a
know this.
snafu. Oh God.
You
What are you
loving
talking about?
you loving gift bags does not match you at all.
I-
Makes no sense.
It doesn't.
It's
Thank
all
you,
the
the sponsor.
weird.
Thank you for finally saying that.
I don't want to do it.
This motherfucker's obsessed with gift bags. All he thinks
giving
about
them
throughout
out.
the years, gift bags, he's like Brain Man. He'll start bubbling.
No,
He'll be in there taking a shit, and I'll hear him talking. Gift bags,
It's
gift bags.
for the-
Gift bags, gift bags.
And so the sponsors who are paying for this whole
Yeah.
event, you be able to give out the 600 promotional items to everybody that comes. I don't want to give anybody give it. They're getting enough. It's a free beer fest. Which
There
also,
it is. Now we're back on the same frequency.
Yeah.
Now, thank you for
Someone-
clearing that
Some
up.
would say his anger is a gift bag that he just continues to gift.
600 of them.
So I have a gift bag here.
I love that. That looks great, dude. I love the color. Did you do that? That's great.
Well, we printed all the sponsors
looks
on the
awesome.
front of the gift bags, which I will reveal in a second. And not enough time to order any more replacements. And Eric he always does an awesome job helping us with this event. Tracy, and Eric got the proof, which was not this proof.
What are you saying here?
And
this is what you're keeping from
We were
me.
going to fix it. I had to text John Bustaker. But as you can see, all our sponsors are on there. And
Oh, it appears there's Uncle Ben is on there as well. I
And
love
Mo.
his rice. Oh no, dude!
And
Oh
there's
my God, dude!
Mo.
Come on, man!
God damn!
What? Do you like wild rice? Do you like long grain and wild? Oh my God! We can't give out Uncle Ben bags. We can't do that.
Merchman Eric is running around trying to listen. This is what we get for
Melissa loves this. Melissa's saying, "Oh, this is spectacular." Melissa,
Well, of course
it's not your fucking money.
Well, you're loving it too. You go out of business too.
That's
Just like
one of,
us.
that's one of
Yeah.
those bags you
Yeah.
microwave and get rice, right?
You'll love it until you're wiping your ass with 600 bags that have Uncle Ben printed on them.
Merchman Eric's running around now trying to get stickers.
Oh,
We're gonna
Eric,
have
I'm sorry, buddy.
all of our volunteers are going to be
No,
putting
this
little
is so
Mo
fucked up.
stickers.
Everyone in the chat room is like, this is what Tom and Dan's all about. This is what makes us happy. This is why we
No,
love the
we
show.
cannot-
You love the show because we fuck things up so bad?
We cannot give out 600 gift bags with Mo and blackface.
We can't do
So
it.
we have to get a little sticker. We have to put it on every 600 gift bags. Oh my God, our
Do we have to
volunteers.
wipe
Our volunteers.
Wait, so we're going to have a man,
I
we're going to
tried
have a
to-
sticker man, like putting a sticker over the blackface?
Like, we got too many volunteers that I was like, we don't need this
Everyone's
many.
going to take off the stickers.
Exactly.
I was like-
What if they take the sticker off?
You can't take it off. Leave it on, God damn it.
If they take the sticker off.
Emoji.
The sticker's going to be
Who's
part of the
there?
prize.
Yeah, our buddy Olaf is stopping
God
by.
damn, I got scared.
Yeah. You got a big German giant coming
I'll
in
tell
here.
you what,
Hello,
I'm-
buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's
sit over there.
Yeah,
Make
grab
yourself
a seat.
make yourself at home.
So anyway, this is
Okay, this is a disaster.
No.
This is what you were
no, it's
talking on the
fine.
phone about the merchman.
it's fine.
Is Eric losing his mind? Because,
Yes,
Eric
yeah,
has
yeah,
been
yeah.
dealing, he's got a lot going on. We talked to him yesterday. So between yesterday of you meeting with Merchman and now,
This is what we get
this is what we have?
for not using Hidden Skins, and it was just because we've been ordering gift bags for the past 3 or 4 years, so we're just like, just use the same company. We go, go.
Eric is in the chat room. Eric says, I want to jump off a bridge.
No, it's fine. We'll get the stickers.
Oh,
We'll put
Eric.
the stickers on there.
All right, we're
So
going to
now-
handle it.
And by the way, Mo's like, I don't care. Your listeners know me. I'm like, no, we can't be
No.
unprofessional.
Yeah, we
I'm
can't
not
do
doing
that.
this to you.
It looks like the remember the movie Bamboozled with the Wayne was it the Waynes?
We
or was
looked
that
at
a
the
Spike
proof.
Lee joint?
The proof was not this. The proof was the regular Mo logo.
Well, this is not.
Goddamn
He has
China.
no facial features whatsoever. It's just a black face. Oh my
Not
God.
enough tariffs on China.
Oh, look at it. It's Tom and Dan's Bad at Business gift bag, sponsored by Antonio Brown.
I mean, it's so appropriate that it's the Bad at Business Fest, and that's the bag.
Everyone in the chat room except for Merchman Eric is like, this is the greatest thing ever. This is fucking phenomenal. Tom and Dan forever.
It's limited edition.
Leave the sticker on.
Yeah,
All right,
stickers
so
on,
real
guys.
quick, I'm going to run down every vendor and sponsor and brewery we're going to have out there. So starting with Giant Recreation World is bringing out an RV and is going to set up giving away free stuff. We got Trail Magic, THC beverages are going to be out there giving out samples.
They're good.
Those are fun.
Brewers Anonymous, Crafty Queen is going to be, that's a listener who's going to be selling some stuff out
cool.
there.
Very cool.
Ivanhoe Park Brewing is going to be out there
I love
giving
those
away
guys.
samples.
I like their lagers.
Deviant Brewing is going to be out there. Brewsaki is going to be there. Certified Best Roofing, not even a sponsor, but I'm trying to land them. They're going to be out there.
There you go.
Beer Cat, THC Seltzers, Bearcat, THC Seltzers is going to be there. 1010 Brewing. Hitting Skins is going to be out there giving away stuff.
Nice.
Keel Farms, that's a winery. Big Rick's going to be giving away wine samples. Gabriella Plants is giving away 150 free plants to the first 150 people that
Can
show
we do
up.
159? I'll buy nine.
Okay,
I'll buy
yeah.
9 extra plants.
I'll tell Shane he's coming
Yeah,
in.
I'll buy 9 extra.
Tactical Brewing is going to be out there giving away free samples.
I love those guys.
Good Boys Seltzers is going to be out there giving away free samples. Funky Buddha, History Center, Caribbean Moonshine is going to be giving
Caribbean Moonshine.
3 Odd Guys. That's a brewery
Yep.
going to be giving away sponsors.
good brewery.
White Claw, Bud Docks, Monster Brewing, Jeff's Bagel Run's going to be giving away stuff.
Okay.
There's a 310 huge cigar area. If you like cigars, that you get like a cigar lounge
love
they're setting up.
cigars.
Mo and John Bustecker is going to be manning the tent. He's going to be out there giving away a ton of stuff. Science Center is going to be out there. Dino Jimmy's going to be out there. Villain Coffee is going to be out there selling coffee.
It's a good rundown, dude.
Modern Plumbing is going to be giving away free stuff. My Eternal Vitality is going to be out there with the body scanning machine. We're going to give a Tom and Dan merch to our fattest listener.
Wait, are we doing that? We're going to have our fattest listener. Scan yourself and you could win.
Yeah. If you
Scan
have the
yourself
biggest-
to win big fat clothing.
Well, the highest body fat percentage, and then anybody who can beat my body fat percentage will get a prize as well.
Okay, I like
anyway,
this.
then
this is smacks of the old healthy trim days. Mwah, voila.
Eric Merchman's going to be out there. The Vineyard, Persimmon Hollow, Fairville Megastore, Rock Pit Brewing, and
That's a good list, dude.
and more.
And more.
All free. We've got live music.
We've got fun bags.
Yes, we do. We have fun, non-racist bags.
Music will start at 2 p.m. We got a DJ from noon to 2 out there playing music. Of
Orlando
course,
Music Syndicate. Love those guys.
Celery City is going to be open. They've got bars open to purchase beer. West End's having an after party of Supervillains. Supervillains is going to start playing right when our beer fest ends
So
for
you
free.
you can walk on over for a free concert and get some drinks.
So essentially, you can show up at noon, get a ton of free stuff, free all day, and then a free show at night. And there it is.
There you go.
So thank you guys. Please bring your friends. Tell your friends. The more people that show up, that makes it worth
Bring
it for
your
us.
pets are available. Bring your pets. Bring strollers, babies, families. I mean, obviously, babies and families can't drink unless you have a photo ID. But other than that, we would love to have you out there. Come say hi to us. Come let us thank you for listening because this year we'd love to make it the biggest one ever. And sometimes I fear that one of the problems we have with this event is sometimes people don't trust the idea of a free beer fest. I know it sounds crazy.
What's in the beer? It's
can't-
THC, dude.
Well, you can't even you can't even put it on a lot of calendars. I was going through these calendars yesterday and trying to schedule it, and when it gets down to event price, some of the websites there's no option for free because it's just not a thing.
No, of course
So
not.
you have to put 0, and then they'll deny it, or it's weird, man.
There was a team of people, including the Sanford guys, that helped put this together. We started this 6 months ago, and the amount of effort it takes, and then the sponsors pay for it, the expenses of it, and we all do
It's
it
a lot.
just to bring people out because that helps us. We're like, hey, we want to do this for you guys.
There's no money
out
made
there.
on this event. This is a thank you to the people that listen to this show.
Yeah, and then so bring whoever. come out and have a good
So
time.
honestly, the best thing you can, I know this sounds like your parents saying, the best thing you can do at Christmas is enjoy the presents you got and just spending time. No, seriously, if you come and say thank you or hi to me and Tom, that's all we need. Just come out. Just come and hang out.
Yeah. I like a sturdy handshake and even a tip.
Yeah. What kind of tip? How about,
if you handshake me a tip of money or
is
drugs.
it $1 or are you going to be like, come on, man. Come on.
This is all you got. $1 doesn't buy anything nowadays.
Cheap ass.
Anyway, you know how much these bags cost?
Well, especially when you have to buy them twice. You know, like when you buy bags that have blackface on them, and then you have to buy bags that don't have blackface on them. You know, it's a little bit more costly.
All right. And then Sofa and Suds races the next day.
That blackface thing's going to bother me all weekend, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you. This is great. This is fantastic. Go in Friday. I love every Friday when we get here, and it has nothing to do with the show. It's always something non-show related. Like I come in here, it's like, oh, well, the toilet, there's just straight shit sprayed out of it. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Come in, the bag's got blackface on it.
So, Ross, you went viral for a Halloween costume.
Dude,
Blackface!
Yeah. Next topic. That's why. So many likes, not a lot of shares. No, we did, and it was all because of my wife. My wife has always wanted to go all out on Halloween, and she always does. We have a pretty good track record. I think we've missed a year or two. We were the movie Labyrinth. I was Jareth. Is it Jareth? Yeah, Jareth.
I saw pictures of this, yeah.
I was Jareth. My baby was baby Toby, and then my wife was Sarah, and she nailed it. I mean, screen accurate. From knee-high boots for me wearing tights, all the way down to the David Bowie bulge that is grown to be quite infamous from that movie.
Yeah. Well, you're a good-looking couple, too.
You guys are attractive.
Which helps the viral
I
aspect.
socked up. I think that was I socked up, and man, I don't wear a lot of socks there. I never wear a third sock, so it's pretty foreign.
I did it a lot as a younger boy, only because of the Chili Peppers. So when my mom would, like I'm in my room by myself, I put my cock in a sock, and I'd be like, one day I'm gonna be a fucking Chili Pepper. They'll see. I like funk music too. I like George Clinton.
Hold on. Do you put the sock
You put your balls in there too.
But or do you just put the roll in front so it looks like a bulge?
No,
I always thought you put the bulge.
Well, what depends on what you're doing. Are you bulging it or chili pepper in it?
Well, this is you bulge it in the costume.
I'll tell you what you're not supposed to do. Just fold it in half and then slide it down like one half of a panini. like I'll tell you that because this bitch was squirming down my leg the entire night at this brewery.
You got to actually put it on you.
Yeah,
You gotta put it on you. Like, yeah, I would put socks. I would put a sock. You have to stuff your balls in there to keep it on. That's how the Chili Peppers are able to keep the sock on their cock. Is you have to put your
Well, that's
you put your balls in there, and then the balls being lower, and the elastic squeezes around your balls, almost like a cock ring.
Well,
and then that keeps it on, and then the loose part hangs down, and then you can play your bass with a flaming hat on.
But that is if you have no clothes on. The sock is just to make you look like you have a bigger bulge.
No, but you can do that. So you put your balls in it. And you pull it over, and you do the same thing I'm referencing, and then you roll the saggy end up, and you kind of rest it under and make it part of your current anatomy.
And preferably a fresh sock, I would assume, so it's not like stretched out by like a calf or an ankle, you know?
True, and you don't want to like, you know, like some are bigger people have big calves, like EJ. He's got those Mondos. You know what I'm talking about?
I feel like my genitals are dirtier than my feet for some reason.
Okay, that's fair.
That's interesting. Yeah, all right, let's discuss.
Well,
there's
my
more
feet,
questions than answers on that one.
Well, it's just because my genitals near my butt, and then it also has pee-pee involved, and then other stuff. It's all like my feet.
Do you wash your genitals when you're in the shower?
Yeah.
It's the only thing you wash, right?
Yeah.
So then you're good. I think you're good. I would say your feet are dirtier because you wash your genitals. Boom, I solved it.
So, what's considered viral nowadays?
I would call it viral. I think this clip got like 115,000 likes.
All right.
So it's over. I'm pretty sure it's over 1 million views.
What platform?
It was on Instagram and also on Facebook. And I got to tell you, it made me feel weird. I had a pretty long conversation with my wife about it because it was. I love making comedy, and I love having people share my comedy, especially in the digital landscape that is in 2025. But the clip starts off with my son, and then it goes to my wife, and then it cuts to me, who is I've got more of a costume on because of that character. There's eye makeup, there's tights and everything. But the cover photo of this post is my son.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So then you're like,
well, you got to get him in there. That's why the cover poster for most of Tom and Dan posts is just a stagnant tit picture that I hide in the video. You know, like I hide them in there. Every third frame, I put a tit pic.
And then another more of a plot twist. And by all means, I'm not complaining for having something make money, but it made money. That video itself made money.
Nice.
And at that point, I was like, we've got to talk about this, babe, because I don't want to be one of the parents that, like, it already felt icky to me because I felt like I took advantage of my son just for a social media post.
Well, you're not one of those.
I don't want to be. I want to make comedy.
Well,
I don't
you made
wanna,
him, though. So he's part of you.
Yeah, you own him.
Whoa.
That's what I tell my son.
Yeah.
We were just having this conversation at dinner the other day. I was telling him, I'm like, oh, yeah.
I own you, boy. I'm your goddamn creator.
so, like, I was talking to my sons about some, I think it was a post or something on the show. And then Tommy's like, well, you're
doing your political dinners again, right? Like, he does this thing at night when they eat at 6:30. He sits down and he picks one thing. He's like, let's get down to business. Today,
I'm like,
Mom Donnie.
today we're going to talk about the goddamn Zohan.
they're holding them in the basement.
Yeah, so
It's a pizza and a game.
My son's like, don't you need our permission to use our likeness? I'm like, what the hell? Where did you get that from? I'm like, absolutely.
Who told you that?
First of all, I'm like, absolutely not. I'll do whatever I want.
that seems like Dan's talking to your kids.
No,
man.
we are a little old school in that regard.
I tell him, I'm like,
and it's a generational thing, I feel like.
I'm like, you start doing something. It was like, you need to put in some effort.
And if it wasn't for the money aspect, and it's not thousands of dollars, it's not like life changing or anything like that, but the fact that it garnered USD made me just like check myself and go, are we good? Or do we want this? Is this okay? And then I started thinking and then looking ever since that post hit, I started looking at how many clips people are just putting their kids in front of a camera. Taking a lot of, I don't want to say advantage because they're not wrong if you want to be honest and tell your story on social media. For me personally, I just thought it was odd. It was
Let me give you one.
Odd thing to
Let me give you
experience.
guys one, and you tell me if this is okay or not okay.
All right.
There's a lady online, and I think I've seen a few of these, and if I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong, like listeners. But I feel like there's a lady, and she has a young son, or she is the caretaker of this guy. He's younger, but he's not like super young. I want to say like maybe, let's say 13, 14, and he's got Down syndrome. And she videos it, and it's masked as like, hey, this is just our daily, this is the trials and tribulations of dealing with Down syndrome. But every video that I see is like a guy, and the guy's like, oh, look, it's Ice Cube, it's Ice Cube. He's doing the thing, and then he goes and he sits down with the guy, and then the guy has to pretend like he is the rapper Ice Cube, and then they video it, and then she writes like a whole like heartwarming story about like, hey, the guy handled it in stride, he was so nice, and he pretended to be Ice Cube so we could take the photos and everything, and I'm like, is that real? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like kind of a bag of shit because I'm like second guessing something that you're framing as a personal perfect moment of like this black guy who's pretending to be Ice Cube to not let down this Down syndrome kid, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm like, well, is this a real authentic moment, or did you fabricate that to try and pull my heartstrings?
And
I want to get rid of all of it.
And he has Down syndrome, so like there's an advantage, I think, being taken. I would agree that, yeah, this feels weird. Also, how successful was the post? If it's got millions of views, because they're walking away with money.
Because the guy, what made it super funny is that the guy put his hat back on, and he was like pretending to be Ice Cube, but it was a Yankees hat. No way in hell Ice Cube had a Yankees hat on.
Every time I hear stories of a parent like maybe embezzling their kids' acting money or the money they made in the commercials or movies they did as a kid.
That's called the Barrymore, right?
Yeah. Of course it's wrong, but I've always looked at those stories like, okay, like it's like a DUI to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, well, it's their kid. They brought them there.
And that's also where I stand as well, is that, like, I'm never going to tell another parent how to parent, or you shouldn't do that.
No, you do that with your wife when you're in privately.
Yeah, I
Seriously, you say, like, can you see what they're doing? My God.
And my whole intention of even posting that reel was because one of my big pet peeves is that my wife works so hard on these costumes, and then we go to a house party, and there's like 8 people. I'm like, all right, you just spent 30 hours on these.
Yeah, you got to get it out to the masses.
I'm trying to get it out there as much as I can.
That's a pretty great reframe if you can stay in that place.
Yeah, but
you know what I mean?
But
that's
then
a
when
good
it
reframe.
hit, when it hit, I was like, oh, I didn't think about that.
That's the first step, talking yourself into it.
Yeah.
Justify. You got it now. You're almost there.
And
you really are doing great.
A really special thing about that Halloween, which by far is my favorite Halloween of all time, is that we had all of these perfect costumes on, and we looked amazing, and we grabbed our photos, and then we looked at each other and we went, where do you want to go? I love the fact that we didn't have any plans, and we had our costumes, and it was all in the now.
Kind of makes it more fun.
Way more fun
Yeah.
and spontaneous.
It feels like trick-or-treating
It
again,
felt
maybe.
like Halloween.
It did.
It didn't feel like a scheduled... It didn't feel like Thanksgiving. Thanksgiving is everything scheduled with a menu.
That is kind of insane, though.
I know.
No, I'm
because
glad you
you're
said
like,
it.
we need to show someone this. There's a lot of work.
But part of the, remember this earlier this week, you and I were talking about the excitement of Halloween, and I was trying to articulate it. I was doing a poor job. I think you nailed something that I wasn't able to even think of, was the excitement of not having a plan. Like literally, like I had my bike, I knew who I was meeting, and then where we went, I don't know. What we got, I don't know.
We got in the car, and that's when I threw down where we were going, which was a familiar place that I knew a lot of people would also know us.
Cypress Cove Nudist Colony.
It was Sidewards Brewing, and then the first thing that happens when I turn the corner, and I've got this sock right down by my kneecap at this point, dude. So it looks like a left nut is trying to leave. Everyone loves the costumes. The first thing the bartender says, are you guys signing up for the costume contest? Too long, don't read. Long story short, we won that bitch.
Whoa!
I know. So going from zero expectations to then people... I got to see my wife's hard work just get celebrated, and it was awesome. It was the best Halloween of my life.
And I don't know if we've talked about this, and I don't want to overstep, but we could say you're both performers, right?
Yes.
Or you work in that area.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would imagine that it even meant something to her. When you are a performer, you don't get into this for being told you're not good at what you do, right?
Yeah.
I mean, there is a part of it that you do like people to go like, hey, I'm acknowledging your 30 hours of costuming. Thank you, Mama.
And she loves costumes. She loves costumes. She loves making it. That's probably one of the biggest mountains of her creativity. Nice. Oh man!
One more thing from the chat room, real quick, regarding the nut or the rolled sock.
Yeah.
Kara says in the Twitch chat room, twitch.tv/TomAndDanLive, if you want to participate in the chat room. She says, legend has it that the bulge that was used in that movie was because the puppet guy doing the rotating balls said that Bowie's genitals were smelly, so they put a thing of potpourri in there to keep his balls from stinking.
I hope not, man. I love David. I don't want to know that his
I'm
Ziggy
afraid
smells
of
like...
Americans. I'm afraid of my balls.
Why were they so smelly?
He's David Bowie.
I don't know. I was just listening to Bowie yesterday. It's so funny that we would even be talking about that.
He's one of my goats. He's on my Mount Rushmore.
That's one of my favorite. One of my wife's favorite Bowie songs is that I'm afraid of Americans.
Oh, You Pretty Things is my favorite one.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of a deeper one too.
Okay.
So your baby just turned 1.
Turned 1. He's walking. Which, by the way, everyone who told me that, like, once they start walking, the game has changed. And I would push back and go, once they start walking and have, like, 11 days underneath their belt, then it hits. Dude, this is all... I've got a Cat 5 adolescent child just running around grabbing... putting stuff in different places.
Oh, can kill itself now.
Oh,
that's
really
the best part. You can pull a TV over on yourself, kill yourself good. Dude, you can pull anything to fall over on you, can't get out, you suffocate. Like, it is ready to kill itself at Like Maisie was a pull things on her head kind of gal. You know? Like, she's a dancer.
Then the
man.
worst part is you had plenty of time to secure it. And you have to live with that.
He's not wrong. And then you're
100%.
scrambling. You're scrambling on a
Multiple
Saturday.
times I put off securing this.
My example of that just this past week is that all morning he kept going in this cupboard and there's a glass in there. There's light bulbs. There's a
That's
vase.
the best stuff to fucking play
Right,
with, man. Like, have you
so-
ever played with glass like light bulbs and banged them together?
All morning he kept opening it up and I kept going, no, bud, we can't do that. No, bud. And the lock was right there. The lock was right there. 5 minutes goes by. I hear a light bulb explode. He's shattering it. He just explodes it on the kitchen floor. I could have secured it.
So Ross, your son comes from 2 performers.
Yep.
He's got the genes. You
I
see what I'm
hope
saying?
so. I hope so.
So how about getting him into some sort of baby acting early? You've got the connections because of your job and what you've done. And like, have you thought about getting him right in there, starting as a baby?
You can mainline him right now.
Yeah.
I mean, like because if you think about it, much like a crack baby, like the performer has been in his blood. And when he was in his mama, because there are positives to having a mama who's a performer, right?
Yeah.
So mama performer is literally mainlining baby performance.
It's exactly like
creativity.
crack. Yeah.
And then when you take it's exactly like crack. And then you take him out, and then he doesn't have that right now. So you need to get it back. You need to mainline, plug him back in.
If he wants to get into entertainment, I'm not force feeding anything other than probably sports. I think sports will be the thing that I push him towards the first thing. As many days as
Your
he wants
choice,
to.
the golf. Is he gonna be?
I would love to have
duffer?
golf. Golf is like the greatest teacher of life that I've ever experienced.
It's a jiu-jitsu with clubs,
It's,
right? Like,
it is a mind fuck. It just will break you. It will make you. It will make you happy and sad. But I think sports is very important. I've never had a kid before. I've never raised a child. But what sports did for me as a kid, learning competition, understanding that I ain't shit, understanding that there's someone better on the other side or maybe on my side. I look at those lessons as like, yeah, this is a whole lot of reality happening, and sports is the vehicle that I plan on doing it. But if he wants to get into entertainment, I'll probably tell him to run. Like, do not.
my mom did.
Yeah.
She didn't want me to do anything in music, and I guess I kind of didn't, but I'm still, I'm side by
That's
side.
how you get rich.
Yeah, especially
So,
if you have the talent and you have 2 parents that understand what it is. I mean, it's not like he's not going to be supported.
I know one thing is that if he did get into entertainment, there would be a lot of things that I know that I haven't done or I wasn't good at that I would try to help him out and do for him.
Yeah, you live through your son.
Yeah,
That's what I want to do. As in my sons, they unfortunately have my genetics, and they're like, I don't want to do nothing.
But they could if they wanted to. It's not for. That literally has nothing to do with their ability. It's just they don't want to.
I have a small chance with Max, who does want to do stuff.
He does,
and he's good looking, and he's into breakdancing.
He's got the riz. Yeah, man.
He likes to sing, although
decent singer. You said he was terrible. No, I listened to him singing along. It's not bad.
Yeah. No,
there's way worse, man. Way worse.
But he's got my genes and his mom's genes, and they're horrible.
I know one.
Like a talent. You know what I'm saying?
I know one former childhood actor. He is not doing so hot.
Yeah.
Life has definitely hit hard.
The one from my school crashed out, and I
Yeah.
hate that term. Sorry, I didn't mean to say crashed out. I just been hearing it a lot. Yeah, the one from my school. I still remember his name. I'll say his first name, Lauren. I remember he starred in a McDonald's commercial.
And then he was big dick energy
and it
all
was
over school.
Dude, it was a big McDonald's commercial. In fact, you can still find it online. And I remember watching it. It was him like jumping on a trampoline, and it was so cool. And you could tell it was him. And I remember how inadequate I felt as going into high school. I was like, this guy is fucking awesome, and I am bullshit.
Yeah.
And
That's what I want everybody else to feel about my sons.
And and like in that scenario, what that kid experienced, I would argue is too young of an age to experience, which is that high of a peak. You are the star.
Yeah.
And
he did a lot. He did I want to say he did like a string of like maybe 8 to 10 really decent high-profile commercials, and if you look at what he's doing now, it is definitely not good. It actually goes back into like the crack category we were talking about not only minutes ago.
Well, just like every warning anybody's ever told me, I'll be different.
Write that down, actually. Write that down. I think that's good.
All right, speaking of your wife did her first episode on Good Sauce.
Yeah, man. Well, it's not her.
Oh, plug your show first.
Yes,
then,
Good Sauce with Ross and Joel, but this last episode did not have any Joel. I just brought the wife on. It wasn't the first episode that I've done, but it kind of felt like the first episode where it wasn't her first time or second time doing it. Now she felt very comfortable. And God, I know that you guys have your partners on this show all the time, the wife cast.
Yeah.
And do you not just shit bricks the entire time? Like
We've done it so long now that it's like now when they come in here, I'm like, don't you guys have anything better to fucking talk about? Bring something to the fucking table.
I'm a bowl.
We really are there now.
I was just the whole time we were recording it, and every now and then she'll have a fun jab at me, and then I just go like, I just can't make a jab at you in front of a microphone on record. I don't want any of that.
Oh, that'll go away.
That'll
go away.
Like we make jokes. It was just an odd experience. But afterwards, we stayed in the room and then we kept talking with the mics off.
Please tell me.
You kept talking?
Yeah.
Every time our wives, we're done with the show, I'd immediately get back to work like Scrooge McDuck.
I'm eating a soup.
And then she just leaves without saying bye.
My wife's like, you going to tell me goodbye? I'm eating soup for Publix. I'm like, I'll see you later.
It's her turn.
Have we talked enough? Jesus Christ.
She throws the towel at you. Clean up.
It's disgusting.
All right.
It was a really fun episode, and it's also.
Did you guys fuck in Joel's chair? You should have. You got to fuck in Joel's chair. Like, take this, you piece of shit. That's what you get for skipping our show, Joel.
Put it on live.
Come in his seat.
And just because it was my fault. It was a scheduling episode. Joel wanted to be there, but I was like, we can't do it on that day. And then I brought wifey. It was really, really fun. But I also thought about you guys of just like, how did they do that all those years?
We don't care anymore. We've gotten to a point where we've overshared so much that it's too much. I would agree. Would you agree?
I think
we overshare too much.
What else can I tell them?
I'll tell them anything. I'll talk about anything. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about any problem I have? Like, I did a blood test yesterday. What do you want to know? My test?
Butt problems.
Yeah, he's had butt problems. I've had butt problems. I did a blood test yesterday for the histamine levels of the foods I eat. You want to know what I'm allergic to? I'll tell you anything you want. I'll open my medical files, and then listeners can get in there and start making changes.
Anything short of like social, everything's on the table.
I'll give my social.
We give our phone numbers. We give our phone numbers out of there. Nobody calls. It's because nobody's fucking listening.
All right. So, also, what's the World War II every night on YouTube?
Dude.
Oh, now we're talking old man.
Yeah, man. I'm just really getting into my Werther's compression sock era. I rip a pen. And the only thing that I want to do right now after getting stoned is watching World War II YouTube videos.
Okay, this is a thing with a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And really, we say old man, but this...
Take that, ancient Rome. When they said the ancient Rome thing a couple of months ago, I was like, no, dude, it's World War II. It's gotta be World War II.
It's World War II. Yeah.
But no matter what the age, there's been a thing where people, like, gravitate towards like history footage, and it somehow makes them feel at peace, or like it's the
reality of it is grounding to me.
Okay, so
like when I see somebody else going through the trials and tribulations of another time, to me instantly I do the subconscious math, and I'm like, he's having a tough time, you're having a tough time, you're the same, it's okay.
So
it's like an equation, I think.
I feel like everybody has like a go-to background, some type of show that they put on at night. Like, let's say they've been drinking, they just went their late night eating, and then I remember mine when like I was in college and high school. I used to put on Animal Planet just because it was just nonsense show. Yeah. Steve Irwin was it's just like,
believe it or not, I think Andrea's was Chappelle's show.
This is before the internet really. Yeah. It was like you didn't have access to it, but now people can watch whatever they want, and they gravitate towards history footage.
And there's so many reasons why, but like you just said the word footage, and I would love to remind people, like, yeah, dude, this wasn't that long ago. Video cameras were a thing.
And then I find myself, though, once I realize that I'm looking at some sort of history or something, I don't know if this is the weird, fucked up, dark part of me, but then I find myself wanting like footage I shouldn't be looking at, but not too far. Like I don't want like beheadings or anything like that, but I do remember that there was this footage, and it was like in the 70s, and I think it was like Czechoslovakia or some part, like something outside of Poland. I don't know. Olaf may know because he's more European. But they like literally they found the president and the first lady, and then there was like a coup, and then they chased them down, and then they just shot them against a wall, and there's video of it.
That's too far.
Romania? Yeah, it's Romania, and you could no, it's not gross or anything, but you see them. She's standing in that little pillbox hat, and he's standing there in the suit, and they're like, bang, 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 they blow them all away, and I'm like, oh my god!
That's why I haven't decided to quit watching Animal Planet.
I know what got me into World War II, which was like
yeah, it was live on TV. Yeah, Olaf's right. They put it live. They showed it, and they're like, let's go live. Here's the and it was in the 70s.
they just went hard and showed it.
Oh, 87 and 90.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. We'll get you a mic. Sorry, I apologize.
But what got me into World War II was just like, I don't know, like 8 years ago, I didn't know who the Axis powers were, and that like bothered the living shit out of me. And then that started this like seasonal. I think every fall, I just go right back into World War II footage and documentaries and stories. And what keeps me so fascinated is that every shade of humanity, the most evil, the greatest, all in those 6 years. I would even argue probably 15 years, because you have the Great Depression happening in the early 30s. Those 15 years, probably, I mean, no, I don't even think probably, the most important 15 years that this planet has ever seen. We still live in a World War II law worlds. It was such a game changer, and I love learning more and more about the most important
You know what
event.
I say to that? 6, 7.
I used to go to St. Cloud, Florida, and sit in my pop-up's garage with him. He'd do it every single afternoon.
You would tell me about this.
And like I'd pull up a chair, he'd be sitting there having his
What's he firing up?
Milwaukee's best.
Hitler's henchmen.
No. He would tell me firsthand stories about World War II. And we would be sitting there in silence, and he'd be like, a Japanese kid came up with a hand grenade just taped to his back. I'm like, God damn, Pop-Up. It's Saturday.
We slit his throat, and we drug his body into the river. Anyway, so you want to go to 2J's?
Fridays. But he was like, I was driving the landing craft, because that's what he did in war. War, he'd drive the landing craft and let off the troops.
He dumped the thing, and then they.
And he's like the tides. He's like, they let us off, and the tides were too low, so we're hitting the reefs.
It was washing the bodies back.
Oh my God! Holy shit!
The first wave was just a shield for the second wave. The first wave was obliterated instantly in a sea of red mist.
I found this funny. I was watching a film about World War II, specifically Normandy, and not just Normandy, but Omaha Beach. Of course, that's where you have your Saving Private Ryan. That's where you have all of the. If you think about D-Day, you are thinking about Normandy. But what you're thinking about Omaha Beach. But what not a lot of people know is Utah Beach. There's some comedy happening over on Utah Beach. When you think of World War II and that day, you think about boats going up on the beach. Over on Utah, dude, they paratrooped. A lot of paratroopers.
Yes,
And not a lot of them were very good at it. So they kind of got lost, confused.
Some didn't. Some it was their first time, I heard.
They're just jumping out thousands.
They're jumping
That's a tough guy.
And they're just shooting him out of the sky. Like, these are kids. They're 17, 18, 19-year-olds. Holy shit.
No different than Hunger Games.
There's plenty of heroics on Utah Beach, but there's also plenty of instances where guys got lost and they didn't even know where. They just started looking for Gary for the rest of the day. They didn't know where they were.
Right.
And then they finally found other people and went, what's your mission? My name's Carl. Let's do this. And then they met each other for the first time and then went on to complete their mission. And I find that very funny that about just a mile or two, to the east, you have what is looked at as the greatest day for bravery that this country has ever seen. And just 2 miles to the west, you have people looking for their friends because I think he's over here, but I don't know. Let's just wing it and ding it. They were just trying their best.
A couple of things in the chat room, super interesting. Rye says, been to Utah Beach. We get a private tour of the old U.S. comm bunker that's still there. They preserved it. It's sitting behind a gift shop. It's crazy. Then Neo Del Rio says, paratroopers were new in World War II. My grandfather volunteered to do it because it paid an extra few dollars a week. So you could get like a pretty sizable increase if you just jumped out of a plane. And so I guess his grandpa was like, yeah, I need the money, man.
And that blew my mind that paratroopers, I didn't know that. I had no idea that paratroopers were happening during World War II and predominantly on Utah Beach. And it was an absolute shit show in the sense of like, we were really new at this. Let's see if it works.
Yeah, here's one. Dan Paul says, my grandfather flew in a glider the night before Normandy behind enemy lines to set up communication lines.
Wow.
That is some sketchy shit.
There's some crazy stories. Like, I mean, few people are still alive that fought in World War II, but they still exist. And if you know anybody, like talking to them about it is fascinating because these people live through this shit. It's some crazy fucking experience that we can't even fathom you live through. Like,
you can talk to me later. I feel like editing this show is my World War II.
Every week.
All right, okay, let's take a break.
Yeah.
And when we come back, I want to talk to Ross about hosting at Secret's Hideaway or performing at Secret's Hideaway. Because I was talking to Daniel, I was like, it's hard to be funny and horny.
Oh, I got a guy.
And then we're like, has any comedian ever pulled that off? Funny and horny without being creepy?
At the same time, we both went. I think we had one. And I'm like, all right, don't tell yours.
Bricked up with punchlines.
Yeah, don't tell yours.
I want to talk about how the Jags may be coming to Camping World in 2027. And
I thought you were going to say the
season.
J word for Japanese people for a second. I thought we were like, when we come back, I'm going to talk about how these.
My pop was looking it down at him, and he's like, I was going to say it. I know it. I want to talk about the Farmer's Almanac being canceled.
Yeah, after 208 years, it's done.
That's breaking news.
Yeah, today they're done with it.
Back to the Futures plot. No one's gonna get it.
No. The name of the band, we've played these guys, but they're just fun, man. This type of music, it's energizing. It's fun for the weekend. Name of the band is Drain. The name of the song is Living in a Memory. Let's do it. We'll be right back. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. Ross Padgett is here. How you doing, Ross?
Oh, woo, 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 woo.
Ross just told me the highest thing I've ever heard.
Yep. Yeah.
Right before he's like, oh, also, one more thing. I really love Infinity right now.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
You can't be sober when you say that.
What the hell does that mean?
Exactly what it means.
Like you can't grasp, like, no one can. It's
Exactly.
impossible for our human brains to understand.
I thought he was talking about the car brand.
Yeah, no. The mathematical, I don't even know what to call it. Just the concept of infinity. There's a documentary on Netflix. I watched it, stone cold sober on my couch, and it just absolutely made me nauseous at times. It made me feel relaxed at times. It was humbling. It was odd, and it really wasn't that good of a documentary. I wish they just would have kept it with the interviews with the mathematicians and other just very bright minds, but then they throw in like trippy visuals because.
And then they throw in the comedian from SNL. What was her name? Leslie
Jones.
Yeah, Leslie Jones. Infinity, fucking crazy, man.
Yeah, it's been very humbling, and just it's made me look at fucking tire differently. And whenever I watch something and it makes me go about my life a little bit differently, and I look at things a little bit more odd, I kind of appreciate it, and now I'm just stuck on the concept of infinity.
See,
man, it's terrifying.
You're too smart. Dumb people like myself will hear infinity. You're like, okay, what is infinity? Goes on forever? I'm like, got it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even get that
Never
far.
stops, goes on forever? Okay.
Because you get mad at me when I don't question things. I'll just they'll be like, this is the thing. And I'm like, okay. And, you're like, and then you'll be like, well, why is that? I'm like, don't ask why. What are you talking about? This guy's going to start talking again.
I loved there's a great moment when they talk about circles on this documentary, and they make the case that every circle has the same amount of points, which is infinite.
Circles? How do those work?
Yeah.
Fago for days.
They talk about infinity in the sense of space as well, and that's when I think I got a little nauseous of like, oh man, we really don't know that much, and how much this thing is expanding, and what about maybe string theory. I don't know. I've really gone down these last couple of weeks down really weird odd theories, and infinity is what really kicked it off.
Have you been shrooming again?
Some
Yeah.
some penis
This
envies.
whole office is filled. There's a ton of drugs in this office.
All right, well, we can change this episode if
But
you
does-
want.
No, yeah,
Doesn't-
well, no, we don't want to do it midstream.
Well,
That's called the Kubla Khan.
I got it.
Do you remember who was that poet? He goes to the door to answer he's writing a poem. The poem, Kubla Khan. Is it Keats? It might be Keats. He's writing the poem. In the middle of the poem, his doorbell, dig, 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 somebody knocks on the door. It's his heroin dealer. He goes, answers the door, does his heroin. The second half of the poem, totally different.
Oh, there are crows underneath the boards.
no, that's a different guy. But yeah. Look up Kubla Khan. That's a good read.
So,
One thing that rattled my slacks on that documentary was that when they were talking about space and infinity, that say you can't be in an infinite universe if you're observing this universe, because if you're observing this universe, then you're inside of it. So,
and
like,
the fact that you're inside of it means
It's-
you're inside of something that can't go on
forever.
but essentially it does.
And then it makes me want to throw up through my butt. Like, it is just a...
Well, the
it makes my
scale-
body explode thinking about how big infinity is.
Our brains can't comprehend it, and that's what makes me rest easy at night. Is I'm like, I and all of humans, for the most part. Obviously, some humans can understand it more, but never to the point, because there's a mystery out there. They don't know what black matter is and other stuff, and they can't figure it out. They don't know.
But Black Lives Matter.
And then I'm like, we'll never understand, because our brains are now.
But do you
maybe
try?
artificial intelligence?
But do you try to understand it? Because see, I don't try.
No.
If I'm reading something,
because I know it's impossible.
and it starts to get chunky. You
Yeah.
know, if I'm like, if
You
I'm
tap out?
Yeah, I do, because
Impossible.
I sort of feel like, well, this isn't like, I get the gist of it. This isn't something that I'm gonna like go. This isn't my field. So the only things I'll read like in my field are like dumb shit, because my field is dumb shit. Mm-hmm. But like smart shit, if I'm reading it and it starts to get chunky, I'll bow out.
Have you ever read something like a paragraph like 2 or 3 times?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Those were the least favorite books that I had to read as a young boy. Do you remember reading books in like middle school and high school and rereading part? I remember my attention, I couldn't be held, and I remember I'd have to reread things so long, and then I'd be like, I don't think I have an issue. I'd probably go, everybody does this, but I would read a paragraph, and then like halfway through the paragraph, it's almost like I'd fall asleep or I'd start daydreaming, and then I have to go, start over. You go up to the, okay, and you start the same thing, and you read it again. And if I start doing that, I'm like, this isn't for me. This isn't pulling me in. It's not organic. It's not real.
When they were talking about infinity and the thing and the whole concept of like there's infinite amount of you. If infinity is out there, there is an infinite amount of every single one of us. There's an infinite amount of every image reconfigured over and over and over again. And it just made
so now you're talking about multiverse. And,
yeah, but that's also part of infinity. If we are going to look at the stars and go, that's infinite, then there's more than one Tom. There's one.
But we can't even comprehend the amount of stars we have in our own galaxy, and there's 1 trillion galaxies. And
Yeah.
so how could we even begin to comprehend
See, I'm
any
tapping
of
out. I can feel myself.
it? Go back to funny and horny. So you're performing at Secrets Hideaway.
Dude, not my first time performing there. And
Okay.
the reason why I bring it up is because last time it got gnarly.
Oh, okay.
It
Now
got gnarly.
they're a
Yeah, like
sponsor.
nothing like having some guy just straight anal while you're punchlining it out.
It's
right?
not
Well,
that bad.
so are they a
Well,
sponsor?
that's not bad.
Well, Fairville is a sponsor associated with Secrets
They work
Hideaway.
with secrets.
Well,
yeah, we like the secrets guys. They're great.
We'll have some fun, but I promise you that this will be one of the best promotional things I can say about Secrets. But we'll have some fun up top, and then we'll stick the landing in
Okay,
that
that's
sense.
fair.
So in the broad sense,
I love broads.
when are you? That's how horny comes.
I'll be there actually in December. I just
Okay.
got the call yesterday, so it will be
Christmas.
December 5th.
Okay.
All right.
So me and Daniel were talking about when like comedy and horniness do like
They meet,
go-
I don't know if they work together.
They've been in the same realm for years, and they've always if you're talking about Naked Gun movies or any like campy movies, like they always have some horny part of them. But then like comedians themselves, as soon as like a funny comedian turns horny, it's hard to pull off because then it's like it kills the vibe of their funniness, and now it gets into like a different vibe when you're horny. And then I started thinking, I was like, has there been a comedian that's funny and puts out the funny vibe and horny at the same time? Because that would be hard to do.
Funny and horny at the same time.
I think we're talking Louis C.K. That's the first
Okay,
one.
that's a good
That
one.
seems like a funny, horny guy.
That's a good one, but I think what
when he's
Tom's trying
locking
to
the
say,
doors and the plant,
I think
it got him in a lot of trouble.
Is this how bonsais are born?
possibly. I think what Tom's trying to say. But see,
Someone that pulled it off. He didn't pull it off.
Lewis
ruined his career.
Louis C.K.
Yeah.
is too. He was just here, I think, too. That's too sinister. What we're talking about is almost a horniness that the crowd celebrates.
Yes.
Look at this guy. Look how horny he is. And they're like, yeah, they're rooting for his horniness, right? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and it doesn't come off creepy, and it doesn't come off like, oh, this guy's a creep.
Works.
Or whatever. Yeah,
and the girls
works.
don't call him creeps. In fact, they hang all over him, is the guy I'm thinking of.
Okay, so Daniel's like, I got it. And then when you said you got it, I was like, I know who you're thinking of, and that's the perfect one.
We're going to do our wife trick. This is our business wife trick.
Okay.
We've spent so many hours, there's like 10,000 hours, right?
Yeah.
Like you have to know what I'm thinking. Do you want to say it? You say it.
Okay, well, let's say it at the same time. Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Sam
Rodney
Kennison.
Dangerfield. Oh, we got it wrong.
Man.
Oh.
So you guys want to go
Hold
to
on, we got 2. This is great.
It smells like divorce here.
No, I told him I hope we get it wrong. We've already we didn't say it, but we already discussed that we thought we had the same one. But I said it would be better if we get it wrong. I said Sam Kennison.
And I said Rodney Dangerfield.
Both
Watch
horny.
this. Plot twist. I'll go Nikki Glazer.
Oh, yeah.
See, we didn't throw any rules.
I
We didn't
find
throw any
her
rules.
extremely attractive.
Girls don't count.
Yeah, they're not funny.
I also
said comedians.
Hey.
I agree with you, Tom, though, that girls in this aspect, in this question, I would also argue doesn't count because it's a different type of.
Because when girls go horny, it never comes off creepy.
Yeah, it's funny.
Like, but when
like
guys,
when she talks about how big her labia is, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I didn't know I liked that. I do like that.
You stand when you pee.
Sam Kinison, I know
So
less
horny.
about Sam Kinison.
But he always had
except
the
for him
girl.
screaming.
Everywhere he went, he had an entourage of goddamn bikini girls. He would go to the Hooters and he'd have, like, I'm not kidding, he'd have fucking 25 girls. They would all hold. He was always like being misogynistic and ow, 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 and like yelling and being crazy. And nobody said anything like you're inappropriate, you're doing bad. But he was so horny and so funny. But Rodney is another one, man.
Yeah, it
I
seems.
used to love Rodney Dangerfield as a young boy.
I think Rodney is the correct answer.
Was he?
Okay,
But
I'm
was he?
leaning Rodney. I felt like it was more part of his shtick to,
women.
young girls, attractive.
Okay,
My
yeah.
wife, the old ball and chain. When I think of
Okay.
Kinnison, I just think of yelling.
Okay.
I just think of the beret and the big jacket.
The scarf.
I'll also throw down Dice Clay. Dice Clay would walk out, not necessarily be horny, but just straight like dominatrix, a little too much. Like he would walk out with girls on leashes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's pretty horny. That's
That's-
extremely horny.
That's like domination.
Why did
Yeah,
do that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know why you would do
It was a
that.
different
Well, the
time.
90s
Screams comedy, right? You're gonna do that in secrets. I feel like, right? You'll come out, dude. You should do that. You should come out with 2 girls on leashes.
So my last time at Secrets, which I knew what I was getting into when I found out that there's only one door in, one door out. If you are a single man, I believe at that time the ticket was over $100. If you are a couple, it's X amount of dollars, and if you are a girl, it is $12 to get in, or something along those lines. Which
Yeah.
makes complete total sense. Which is kind of circling back of why that question was towards male comedians, not both male and female comedians. It was everyone is basically half naked. I remember like half joking, half being serious when talking up to this woman, and I said, "Man, just show everybody the boobs." Because they were all,
that?
yeah, I did that.
Inappropriate. That's completely inappropriate.
100%.
Hey, show your tits.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch, show your tits to the audience.
Central Florida Dangerfield.
Hey, I'm Ross like sauce. Oh, put it on your face. Oh,
But in my defense,
Sauce me.
sauce me, baby.
multiple titties out throughout the entire room.
Yeah.
There's a dick and balls over at table 5 peeking at me.
Put a towel on it.
Yeah, dude, it was
Put
just...
a napkin on it, dick and balls.
It was just gnarly. One of a top 15 comedy moment happened the last time I was there where there's this guy, he was obviously wealthy, and he was wearing like a tank top, and I started talking to him. I go, you must own a boat. You look at your hair is perfect. Let me guess. You work at Lockheed, and as soon as I said Lockheed, didn't even get the Martin out. Table just started banging because they just thought, how did he know that? I was right.
My God.
There's a
You're a horny Pendulette. You're doing like mind melding. Yeah.
So I got
who's that guy you're obsessed with?
O's Perlman?
Yeah, you're O's Perlman, but you're horny O's.
But, dude, O's Perlman is gnarly. I didn't even
it's
know.
ruining Tom's life. He's up sun up to sun down. He's staying up. Were you up to like 3 a.m. last night?
Okay, speaking of getting into rabbit holes of YouTube and stuff, because O's Perlman starting a reality show with Tom Brady and
I made fun of it. It's
and then all the clips of him predicting not only the NFL players but like celebrities and him doing this like his mentalist bit circulating the internet. And when you watch them, you're like, how the fuck is he doing this? You know, like,
yeah.
But and then like obviously he cannot read people's minds, but through like words and how he's speaking to someone, he can like kind of inception certain things.
Manipulating, or is he pulling from the person, or is he manipulating the person, or is it a combo of both?
There's ways to manipulate someone to think of things you want.
But you don't believe that he's just observing and stealing data? Because remember, we talked about this, I want to say weeks ago, and who was it? Ross was saying, Ross McCoy was saying that
he through just body language and
that he's like downloading off of you.
Yeah,
I can kind of get on board with that because once I found out like the whole what is it? Not illusionist, when you control someone's mind. Jay Medicine Hat was the best at this.
R.I.P.,
I know. I brought it up because
that was a nice
hypnotist.
Dude. Jay Medicine Hat
was one of the best.
A nice fucking guy.
One of the best performers I've ever seen, and he was one of the best hypnotists this country has ever seen.
That was so sad, man. Like, he should have been a bigger talent. He was a very.
He came
nice
in
guy.
here before
many times.
Yeah. And when I found out about hypnotism, or at least it takes a certain person, a certain character trait that they find, and then they know I got him. I don't really think that anyone's, at least to me, I don't believe it's a legit psychosis. I think it's somewhat of a character trait that will you will relinquish that part of you underneath those scenarios.
So it's a mixture of both. And from my research, and people can email me if you found out any more of how he did it, because I got deep into other people figuring out how he did certain
tricks. Are you telling this to your sons too?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I'm curious.
You got to get him on board.
So he's the best doing it right now.
So there's
we go through phases too. Like I feel like every 10 years we find one of these.
Yeah. So there's a couple things. One is I found out that there's he doesn't do this in all of the tricks, but there's once you know how he writes something down, like you see it in like Hard Knocks or something. He's like, tell me what you're thinking. He writes it down on a paper, and then he's holding the paper, and the person tells him what they're thinking or whatever, and then he turns around to expose that that's what he wrote, right?
Yep.
There is a trick that the internet believes that is happening where like he pretends to write it down, and then when he's holding the actual paper, you see he was holding,
he has an insane thumb and can write.
Yes, he's got a thing in his thumb or like a finger.
His thumb, he had a Sharpie put where his thumb is. and he has a Sharpie thumb.
And then he can write as he's talking.
Fucking awesome.
And he can write the thing that the person's telling him kind of as it's happening.
What?
And then when he turns it around, he's like this, and then people are like, "Whoa, how did you get
that's
it?"
a real talent.
Well,
if you can write with your Sharpie thumb super fast,
Well,
where I can't see.
Well, that ruins it. And I was like, yes.
And then it's also what.
I love when things are ruined.
But you don't think that's? I think. See, this is why we're in business.
That's less impressive than.
No, it's maybe less impressive, but it's still more impressive than anything I can do. I can't write super still with
he's
my
like,
thumb.
I can tell by your blinks you were thinking of Idaho. That's impossible. But you fucking write it down with his thumb Sharpie. So then the second way he's done some of these tricks is a thing called like magician outs, right? So every magician has a bunch of outs. And then so he did this trick like for some college football team or someone where he asked a player to think of a candy, right? And then through a method of like suggestions, right? As he's talking, you can make someone think of a hammer if you yell out, think of a tool by different suggestions that while you're talking. So he makes them think of he's like, think of a candy, and he's like, I think you're thinking of a candy that has multiple
colors.
There's multiple candies in the candy. It's not just
That
a
is
solid
what
ball.
I'm thinking of.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So then he pulls out a Twix, right?
That wasn't my candy.
And then the guy's like, oh no, it's M&Ms.
That was my candy.
And then he ripped off the Twix and then poured out the M&Ms. And everyone's like,
oh!
oh!
Oh, that'll make me freak out.
I know.
See how the trick is done. I thought of this is that the Twix was the out for the first one. If they thought of Twix, he'd be like, everybody go crazy. There's M&Ms on one side, Reese's on the other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's got them all. He's got them all.
So he's got outs. You know what I'm saying? So then he opens up the other side if he thought of Reese's, and then he pours out the Reese's, and everybody's like, whoa!
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's multiple outs that he has to go to down the line to get out of the trick and make it work, and that's part of his illusions. Anyway, for more about ruining the magic of life, I should start a club where we all just sit around.
I'll keep that train going.
And ruin the magic.
I'll ruin a little bit more magic.
All right.
Years ago, Jim Colbert Show, we're interviewing David Blaine. David Blaine over the phone curses, and we have to dump it. David Blaine, applaud him because he felt so bad that he came in on the show live to do tricks because that he cursed. He felt really bad.
Oh, does he know there's no FCC?
Yeah.
God, David. I think he made them disappear.
And you have a dump button. It's so easy. Just hit one dump button. Who cares?
We caught it. We really didn't care that much, but he was very admant about coming to the station.
I heard he's nice.
He was unbelievably
nice. If I was
nice.
David Blaine, I'd never do that.
Oh
I would, if I get rammed into the host's car, I'd be like, oh, fuck.
You know what I'd be doing if I were David Blaine? I would be too busy. I'd have two women on leashes. But I'd be leading them around.
Clap my hands and they become
I'd be at
pigeons.
Secrets Hideaway. I'd be doing tricks for everybody, get my dick sucked.
I would think this small town radio station is lucky to be talking to me. I'm not going to fucking do anything personal.
He's about to start a trick and he looks at the entire cast of the Jim Colbert Show, and I still feel like slightly offended by this. He looked at me and just went, yeah, him. And I just felt like he read me as like, you're going to do exactly what I want. Because I know that you're not a confrontational man.
Okay,
you're a little bitch boy, and you're just gonna take every single one of these tricks. That's what it felt like in hindsight. At that moment, I was very excited, and he does a trick, unbelievable, phenomenal, and he shakes my hand, and I feel it. I felt it.
That's his penis. That's how long it is. He's like, watch me pull my penis out of my hand.
I felt him grab so smooth. I was wearing a watch. Maybe that's the reason why he chose me, right? And I just feel the card, just this almost like a breath of air underneath my watch slip out, and it like catches like some of the top of my hand, and I like.
Oh, you you knew.
I knew, like, no.
You should have screamed, he put it in my hand.
If David Blaine wasn't right, man, I bitched out. I was like, wow, I couldn't do it. I couldn't burn David Blaine on a live radio station. So if you go back to that episode, man, you will find out.
But you knew it happened.
I knew it. I didn't know what to do.
That means you're a goddamn liar.
I know. But then he would look at you with those beady eyes, dude.
Yeah.
He like really.
It's a lot of pressure.
It was the most. It was the closest that I had ever felt being hypnotized.
Okay, yeah.
Where like
interesting.
I was underneath.
You were
that
under
man's
his
spell.
control. You were.
I really was.
Yeah. And you're an entertainer. That's what I think he knew. He knew you're a performer.
You're not going to burn me.
He could probably tell in how you carry yourself, because I think you carry yourself like a storyteller, a comedian, an entertainer, a character actor, something like that. If I didn't know you, right?
Hell yeah.
And I bet you he could read that and be like, this guy performs. He ain't going to fuck me.
He's not going to,
He's not going to fuck me on this.
So what's fascinating
Jim
about this...
would have fucked him on it. No offense to Jimmy. I love Jimmy.
Jim would have gone,
Jimmy
what is that? And shot him.
Yeah, Jimmy's not going to go put on, he can, but Jimmy's not going to go put on a mask and pretend to be be a character or be like the director or like like
Yeah,
somebody,
yeah.
or Shaggy or like or whatever. Yeah, or sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah.
So-
he's not going to be able to do what you can do with who you are, and he's going to call it out.
What's super fascinating to me is there are people in this world like Oz Perlman, David Blaine, a magician, mentalist, water hat, whatever his name is.
Jay Medicine Hat.
Jay Medicine
Jay
Hat.
Medicine Hat. You came very close to calling him a waterhead. And that's you can't do that. We can't call him a waterhead.
And they have a crazy ability to read people, and people have turned scam artists. Like, I think these are the same
powers for bad.
Yeah.
This same ability works with the talking to the dead people, the mediums and stuff. Like those.
Who was that guy?
So, and that's why you believe it so much, because Oz, if you have Oz perform in front of you, Kosha Kimlot's the same way.
He can do it.
And then when you see what they do, it does seem like the most supernatural thing you've ever experienced in your life. You're like, holy shit. It doesn't make any sense how this person knew this stuff and guessed this stuff. And the mediums do it in a different way.
John Edward was the guy I'm thinking of. Thank you, chat room.
And they formed followers that like, this guy's for real,
Yeah.
because you can't, just like Oz, when they do tricks, you're like, how the hell did you guess Joe Rogan's PIN number?
Yeah.
Like,
that's the one.
That is the one.
That's the one that really made people go, whoa.
And he's done it multiple times for other
I think
podcasters and shit.
Joe is a little more Jim Colbert. He's gonna not
Not
he's gonna
playing
call
along.
you. He's not gonna play along.
Yeah,
And-
and it was so weird in that moment. It didn't even feel like playing along. It felt like I was on all fours asking for more. That's what it felt like.
feel ya.
He
Yeah.
he just grabbed me mentally, took advantage of me, and I still talk to it to my therapist.
Maybe he knew how much. Maybe he could sense how much you appreciate
But
performance.
here-
That's another factor there.
And I'm haunted. Like, did I do the right thing? I
You
still
did.
don't know.
No,
Yeah,
you
no,
did.
you
No,
did,
because
you
it's
did-
all performance. It's all
It's
entertainment.
for the audience.
Yeah.
Like
not for you.
there's like no one's supernatural that doesn't exist. No one's talking to the dead that doesn't exist.
But the closest we have
What
is the
they're-
human connection and keeping that going, I would
Yeah,
say.
and what they're doing, what's in the impressive part of all these people is the instant calculations they're doing in their head. When
Oh, Chris Turner has that.
like for instance, that's in the Venn diagram
Yeah.
of this ability.
Exactly. It's a micro calculation
Where-
that he can do in a nanosecond.
Where when Oz is telling Joe Rogan about like guessing his PIN number, he's asking him a bunch of stuff like, oh, there's second digits, first, like, oh, is a repeat digits, and then if he said no, he's
working in the background.
He's
Yeah.
working. His brain is working. You're like, holy shit, he's able to work it out. Like, and like just by the micro clues Joe's giving him, maybe some like some stuff he researched behind, like what's his address, what's his thing, like, and all the shit he's able to keep in his mind, and then real time
Do it.
yeah. and then there's believe me, there's outs if he gets it wrong.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like
of course.
you don't see that he'd make the
But
trick
that's
work.
the part you and I have always liked the most, and we've talked to Penn and Teller about this. We've talked to our buddy Coach Kimlot about that. We got to get Coach J in here again.
Yeah, I know.
But like the
They
outs,
never want to tell me exactly.
No, but
though.
the outs are off the air. They've told us some stuff. That we're sworn, we have some secrets we're sworn to secrecy. We have
That's
some stuff.
awesome. That's
But
cool.
because we know more, I would argue that you and I, because we like magic, we know a lot of top tier magicians. But like I like the outs. The outs is the best part when Coach J goes like, well, and he won't tell us exactly, but we're like, how many different directions you could go? And he's like, I don't know, 18 different ways. And I'm like, 18 different ways?
You'll eventually land on it.
How?
You know what I'm saying?
How
Like,
do you?
I gotta get you.
There's a card in my sock. There's a card that I planted in your back pocket. You know, there's all these things. Like,
Coach J did this trick, and I don't know how he did it, but he's done it many different places, but he did it at the old studio, and I'll never take it down. I'll have it in my house forever. He did a trick where he told me I was going to pick a card, and sure enough, you know the trick. I picked the card. He told me exactly what card it was, and then he went to show me the card in the deck, and the card wasn't there. And he's like, oh, it's not here. And he's like, why don't you go into your bathroom? I opened the bathroom that my wife, it's her office now. You look up on the ceiling. He had nailed the card to the goddamn ceiling. When did he do it? How did he do it?
yeah. He did it when he walked in to use the bathroom. I knew it. Because I remember I was like, he did use the bathroom before. He must have done it then.
Yeah, man.
He's so fucking bad.
And then
He took a fake dump, nailed that thing,
and then he
got out of there.
And then and
then he
made,
forced me to take that card.
it made it seem like you was your choice.
And I'll
but
never take that down because I love it
I know.
so much because it literally exploded my brain.
I know one thing about Magic is that, like, because I know a handful of dumb, silly magic tricks, but I remember the guy who taught me those magic tricks. Whenever you go, is this your card? And it's supposed to not be. But if you do that trick 52 times, you have a chance of it actually being their card.
Yeah.
That's the end of the trick.
Yeah.
If that happens,
I've
your
heard
show is done.
Penn Jillette has talked about that, where he does this huge seance magic trick, and he did it for I think Steven Spielberg.
Yeah.
And basically, Steven Spielberg picked the one card or thing that there was the ending. He didn't have to go through.
So he was on Easy Street for the rest of the.
So then he just
trick.
made up all this cockamamie bullshit,
Which actually made the trick look impossible.
Yeah.
And then when he finally picked the card at the end, everybody was like, "This is impossible for you to," but it just happenstance.
Yeah, it just
sometimes
landed.
it works out.
Yeah, he got the random bullseye.
I would regret not bringing it up because he's probably my favorite magician right now. I hope I'm saying it right, but it's Shin Lim. The Shin Lim Asian
He's
dude.
from America's Got Talent?
Yeah, or he's done America's Got Talent. He's done Prove
He
Prove
does
Us
the
Wrong.
smoke cards.
He does the smoke card.
Dude, have you seen the fucking smoke
Have
cards?
you seen the smoke cards, Tom?
No, the smoke cards.
Dude, the smoke cards.
Show me, I'll figure it out.
We don't have time. It's very
Okay,
complicated, but I
alright.
would say that's your homework. Look up
He'll
Shin
smoke
Lim.
the whole time. That's all right.
I didn't know he made that noise. What? That happens around here?
Oh, that's funny.
Okay,
dude.
so let's run through some of these things. So the Jags, now who reported this? Because it's still not 100%. But
Mike Bianchi of the Orlando Sentinel, saying that the Jacksonville Jaguars for the 2027 season will be playing in the
Camping World.
newly renovated Camping World Stadium because
they're renovating it again?
yeah, we're getting a brand new upper deck and they're just making it look a lot better. Maybe for this, I don't know why.
That's odd.
Oh, really? I'm stoked.
I like the take care of it. I like that. I guess I just don't like the Camping World. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so used to all of the other venues.
Yeah.
Well, what's cool about this is that we get to see NFL games in our backyard.
We can walk there.
Even though none of us go to the Pro Bowl and all that shit.
Well, the Pro Bowl
It's
doesn't
right.
matter.
Yeah,
You
Pro
know, like-
Bowl is just a ball tease.
And so we could watch the Jaguars play right here, and then depending on when they announce the schedule, like in a year and a half or whatever, like after next year,
We can
then
see
we'll get-
our teams.
Yeah,
possibly, depending on who they match up with.
Yeah, it's AFC South, so it's a bunch of Colts, Texans, and Tennessee Titans stink.
Yeah. It's not a goodie.
But
Colts are the best team in the NFL, if you ask me right now.
Sure.
They are so good.
And I'll be watching the Atlanta Falcons take them on at 9:30 tomorrow or on Sunday.
the most maddening thing about the NFL is something like Daniel Jones stinks, and he goes to different teams, and then you're like, oh, it's good.
Yeah, look at him go.
And then I was like, it can't be both. It's got to be good the whole time, or turned good, or
Bad?
what is it?
What about bad the whole time?
Yeah, what is it? It's frustrating to me because everybody wants to be an analyst and everybody wants to talk about it and say this is the truth of it.
Do you ever believe
And
in
then
the
it's
right situation, same talent?
Yeah.
I mean,
that has to be it.
That has to be it, right?
Like teams, certain organizations.
I think it's coaching.
Coaching?
Okay, he hates hearing about coaching because we can't determine what.
Well, what is it with the Eagles? The Eagles coach doesn't do shit.
Okay, that's true. He's not wrong
and
there.
they just fire their offensive defensive coordinator every year, and then so it's not them either.
They're fine. They're doing just fine. The Eagles are fine.
Well, what's
But then
happening?
you could look at the Steelers and you could make a case for coaching, right? You could be
Yes,
like, oh, look at that guy. That guy's fucking awesome.
What's your case against the Eagles? I'm not a fan, but
Well,
I look at
Nick-
Sirianni as one of the best coaches in the league.
Well, he doesn't call the plays, so then it's like, what else is he doing? Is he just
It's the old Bobby Bowden.
Is he just riling everybody up and to play hard? I'm like, these fucking millionaires are playing.
What if
hard
that
again.
was it?
What-
Would that make you
No,
mad
I'll
if
not
it was like
accept that.
it's his riling?
That's smoke.
Well,
Bullshit.
It was smoke the whole time.
Yeah.
What-
Always ain't thinking of it.
when a movie ends, what's the first thing credit that you see? It's directed by, right?
I know.
And then you're looking, they're not calling the plays. It's never the writer usually. And that's also the franchise and it pisses me off. I don't like the play, but that's the team that has conjured up like the most effective play of my lifetime with the damn tush push.
Oh, yeah.
I just like
That'll
I look
be
at
banned this year.
I
Or
hope so.
Then
Yeah.
next year.
Yeah, next
I hope
We
so.
won't get to see it at Camping World, I'll tell you that.
But
Ain't gonna happen.
I think it's when coaches and front offices give responsibility or leeway to their stars, that's the biggest determining factor to me when it comes to stats. It's even because you have wonderful athletes that touch the basketball 3 times a game, and it's just because of the team that they're on and that the coach hasn't given them the keys yet. So I look at stats as such a coach-dependent thing. To map it over to soccer, my favorite soccer player, Mo Salah, had the best year last year. They got new signings. Well, that ball's got to go to other places now. So his numbers are going to plummet. So I think
and they've suffered a little bit because of it.
And their surrounding, I think your surroundings, the other players on your team, but I think the biggest impact, even more so, how crazy of a take is this? Even more so than the actual athlete, I think once your athleticism hits a certain tier, you're splitting hairs to the point of this. Now it really comes down to, are we giving him the best chance of succeeding to get another 10 yards
You talk about
after
that,
contact?
the parity of the league and how once you do get to a certain point, certain guys' ability is very evenly matched. So like you're saying, who's going to give him, set him up for success?
It's gonna be the coach.
And which one of those players is going to have the focus that will push him further because their physical ability is pretty evenly matched.
Yeah, I'm going to make everybody that's a fan of the NFL team mad. If you have a quarterback and you are going along with the narrative of we're stuck with this quarterback's contract, we're screwed.
Yeah.
Because that's what I was talking to the Wizard yesterday, and then he was talking about the Miami Dolphins. It's like, fucking Tua's contract, we're stuck with him for another 2 years. We can't get out of it. And I'm like, that's not what Walmart thought when they got rid of Russell Wilson and $30 million. And they're like, you stink, get out of here. And they flushed $30 million down the toilet. And then they're like, bring in a new coach, we'll pay him, and a new quarterback at playoffs.
Yeah.
And because they didn't give a fuck because they have unlimited money. And all these other owners, like the Stephen Rosses of the world and all these individual owners, they're never going to do that because it's their money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that is different.
And they're like, I'm not going to throw away $30 million. It still means something to me. The Walmart group.
Well,
and
why do you think we still got old what's his name sitting our bench? He's the worst contract in Atlanta Falcons history.
Yeah. If so just these people can throw away the money just like Denver did, and you could be in the playoffs.
Have you? I heard this recently, and it feels like it makes a lot more sense than it doesn't. That there's only like 5 or 6 teams trying to win. In the NFL.
I heard that too.
Yeah. And
I don't like hearing that.
And that the other teams, they aren't afraid of winning, but they're just going to wait it out and see, like, maybe the players come, but we're not going to hit the gas.
Yeah, it could be because happenstance.
That's the attitude.
Right? And I was like, when I heard that, I was like, man, why do I care about this league?
It's the tanking. I've always hated the tanking.
I don't like the
picks. Yeah,
tanking.
I hate that.
Listen, it's the whole damn thing's a scam, but I don't want to take the fun out of everything. But I on this year's Hard Knocks, I heard a player. This is the first time I've ever heard this, and the players they were doing a joint practice with another team, and one player told the other team's player like, "Hey, we're all employees of the NFL." And then that dawned on me. I was like, that's what everybody thinks. These are fucking guys. Everybody, they don't give a damn what team they play on anymore. That's they're just employees of the NFL. They're trying to make as much money for their families as possible. No, they do not give a fuck about the actual. I mean, yeah, they want their team to win because that helps them. But they're entertainers getting paid to entertain.
I would agree.
And then we're all fucking like, I bleed orange and teal.
You know what? I think there's different variations of that.
I agree with like 80% of that because I would think the majority of athletes are like, listen, I know what the deal is. I'm on a contract. I mean, the whole narrative of like, it's pretty weird when old rich white people are trading black athletes. It's just it's an image. It's
that's
an
my
image.
favorite part.
You
should see the suit I wear when I do fantasy. I look like Colonel Sanders and I'm picking my player.
I think the bolo ties.
I do not wear a Colonel Sanders suit when I pick my player.
If you wear a bolo tie
and
to
the
your
fact that I have
draft.
no white players has nothing to do with anything. The white players are just not good.
But the Clippers owner, he got caught and was completely guilty.
Big Magic Johnson. He has AIDS. Remember when he said that?
That whole event.
That's right. That used to be my text tone. My wife would
Was-
text me. She's
God,
like,
what is his
she's like,
name?
Maisie's choking, and it would come through as Donald Sterling. He goes, he has AIDS. Big Magic Johnson. He has AIDS.
But Tom, don't you think that there's some teams though in the NFL that just are simply like oozing with history and charisma? I'm gonna take a shot at the Falcons, but like the Packers versus the Falcons. If you're an athlete, and I say the Packers just as history, not talking about the weather and all of that, but if like you love football, you're gonna have like I think a little bit of a bigger smile on your face going to one of those teams.
Yeah, well,
But that's still the minority of players.
you don't want to live in Wisconsin though as a
No.
player.
Yeah.
But
'Cause
also,
then-
I'm glad you brought up the Packers. They run. That's a publicly owned team. They run it like a business. They have a CEO and a board and stuff. And with that, it's like, oh, like the Packers can't get another good quarterback. Oh, okay, they did it.
Oh,
and
they
it's like,
did.
why
Oh,
are
look
they
at
doing?
look at him go.
They're running it like a business. It's not some fucking old rich white guy and his sons.
So you're saying pull the egos out?
Yeah. Well, that's what eventually all these teams, like a single owner, is going to be gone because they're getting to the point where once you reach $12 billion or whatever the fuck, he's going to get more and more. They're going to get valued higher and higher to the point where these are giant corporations, each team, and they're going to be bought out. Like, yeah, the owners will die. They'll give it to the kids. The kids will just like Jim Irsay.
Oh,
like,
dude, I love that story.
the daughter will try, but the daughter eventually be like, 10 million. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's not limited money. Although you're one of 32 people in the world that own.
I mean, if you're me and you're an old soul, I'd hold on to it.
And
I'd
you-
run it down the toilet.
But then is your kids gonna hold on to it? It's like
Maisie would. It would be case by case. Maisie
Yeah.
would because she's like me. She'd be like, oh, I have to hold on to this for my daddy, and she would be
They-
like a Charlotte Jones.
They
you
do
know?
make an insane amount of money and profit each team. So but then at a certain point, you look at how, like, when do you sell? When it gets to 20 billion a team, 50 billion? You know,
Yeah.
it's like, it's just going up.
I think it'd be cooler to hold on to it and just see where it goes. If you can.
Yeah.
But I
I guess
agree with you.
you have unlimited
that
money
I don't know
anywhere.
if you can. You'd have to all be on the same page. And generationally, why would you be? Like just like me. Like I liquidated everything, not because I wanted to, really, but like my mom and dad had a bunch of furniture and antiques and stuff like that. That's just not my thing. So I
Yeah.
could either sell everything to people that it would mean something to,
Or get annoyed by its existence in my living
or
room.
just hold on to it, or get a storage unit or whatever.
Well,
you
yeah,
know,
but
like-
how many of your kids want to hold on to it and how many don't? You know what I'm saying?
Right, right.
I
But,
think you
but
left
we're
it-
going to keep that card that was nailed on that
Oh, I
ceiling.
love my card.
You're like,
I
one of
love
the
it.
kids is going to be, sell this shit. I want to be a billionaire.
Yeah.
And,
or you just don't want the headache
Yeah.
because
Like,
it is a lot.
yeah. So anyway, let's take a break.
Yes, sir.
And when we come back, I want to talk about the Farmer's Almanac and
God.
how I think they should just keep it going. Like,
Well,
like,
there's-
you know,
I kind of agree with you, and there's more to that story too because I didn't know this, but I guess there's different farmers' almanacs.
I want to talk about flushing 14 sausages down the toilet.
Yep, I also want to talk about
yeah,
that.
we're gonna hit that. And Michael Jackson movie. We can
Yes.
talk about the Michael. Did you see the trailer?
I did, and I've got to complain a little
Great.
bit.
No,
that's
Something
great.
jumped out to me when I saw the trailer.
Okay, I liked it. So yeah, well, this is good. We might have counterpoints here. Name of the band. We've played these guys before. They're great for the weekend. It is the Slackers. The name of the song is "Money Is King." Oh yeah, we'll be right back with more A Mediocre Time right after this. 1-844-866. I don't think.
Common Doom.
Yeah, something like that. Go. Common Saints, Illusions. Name of the song. Welcome back to A Mediocre Time with Tom and Dan. I am Dan.
I'm Tom. We've got Ross Padgett here.
I am happy to be here. You guys are the princes of Orlando, man.
I don't know about that anymore. We're more like two old kings.
You guys
One
are-
little and fat, and the other he's grumpy.
Well, the two unks of Orlando, then. I'll take.
I'll take an unk.
All right, there you go.
I'm more of a either a court jester or some sort of stable boy.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd like to be a good stable boy.
I want to be a sound guy at a little country bar in a tiny town in like on the just a little town in Georgia.
So,
That's what I want to do.
what is the Farmer's Almanac
let me
exactly?
let me get my information on Farmer's Almanac. The Farmer's Almanac, at least as far as I know about the Farmer's Almanac, it was a little book that I came to discover as a young boy when we would go to Winn-Dixie, and
Okay.
my mom would be shopping, And if you were like a trash kid like me and Tom, when your mom's shopping, if she gave you enough rope, you could like walk away from her and explore the grocery store. So you'd go to the magazine aisle, you do toys, and in the magazine aisle is where they would have Farmer's Almanac.
Okay.
And I would see it there all the time, and it always garnered attention for me because it has a very official looking cover. It looks like almost like the same cover as like a dollar bill. It's got look like old men that have their faces flanked in an oval with like the weird, old timey.
I keep thinking about a yellow cover.
Yeah,
as
yellow
well.
cover.
Yellow cover.
And yeah, Farmer's Almanac. It was farmers, gardeners, and other people would use it. You'd use it to predict the weather. That's what you would use a Farmer's Almanac for.
All right. And based on it would be.
I'm
What?
okay, I'm with you. I'm with you on that.
This is what they say. I knew you would say that. You'd be like, well, what are they doing? And I'm like, okay, I'll tell you what they're doing.
Okay.
You're not going to like this, but I'll tell you what they're doing. They called it their secret formula. And keep in mind that this thing's 208 years old. It started in 1818. And what they would do is they
and we're talking about this because they announced
done.
They're done with it. They're going to stop publishing it after 218 years.
208.
Just a bad year for farmers.
208 year. We are farm too. It was created in 1818, and they would say that they could, quote, look at sunspot activity, planetary positions, moon phases, and they used mathematical data, and they claimed that they could predict weather up to 16 months ahead of time with 80% accuracy.
Are those claims?
None of that is true.
Okay,
None of
yeah.
that's all bullshit.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah. This is but you can flag this under Daniel hates beer can chicken because beer can chicken is fake. It's not real. It doesn't. There's no moisture from the beer can that's helping your chicken.
So
That's bullshit.
But they have done this
Just
For
a fun
so long
party
that
trick.
they've always said this.
All right.
None of those things that modern meteorologists use, like we use real like data. They have always said that it's usually a collection of what they think, predictions on sunspotting, and then they just predict.
and historical data from the years prior.
Yes.
And then it's just predictions, and then
Based on nothing.
and then people would buy this.
Yeah.
Up until
Yeah.
they were still selling them. I mean,
Millions of copies. Yeah.
2 centuries.
and so.
Yeah.
They've been doing it for that
And
But
long.
there would
even with
be-
modern radar and meteorology,
And there'd be other stuff in there. There'd be like with the white gnats that you get on your plants. It'd be like, if you got some white gnats, you go into your
some
kitchen,
tips.
you get out some Tabasco sauce and coffee. You put the Tabasco in your coffee. You let the Tabasco dry in the coffee grounds, and then you just throw that gently out there like corn for your feed for your chickens.
You're gonna want a lot of candle. Turn around 3 times.
Yeah, it's like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's
yeah.
all like pretty much. SJ's saying that his grandfather swore by the Farmer's Almanac. I had members of my family. My uncle Hayden. That's the
Is this
pony
dowsing rods?
It is
Oh,
dowsing
God.
rods. I did extensive research this morning, and everything that I've read is saying that this book is 100%. I mean, it's fun, and the jokes in there are cute, and the stories in there are good, and it does have some good stuff about
Was it a-
home remedies and some good gardening tips.
Was it a once a month thing?
It was a yearly guide,
Okay, so they put out one every year.
one every year. Yeah.
Like Guinness World of
Like,
Records.
I'll give you the quote from ChatGPT because I have all my, it talks to me now like it's my buddy, and it says, "So yes, Dan, it is bullshit, but charming bullshit." That's what ChatGPT says it is.
Okay, all right.
And that kind of makes sense
So-
because as a kid, I remember this, and there's a competitor to it. They're not the only one, so it leads me to believe that one company's still making their Farmer's Almanac.
Yeah.
But the original one that we know, yellow cover, like Ross said, the one with the pictures, the one that I always related it to, for some reason, Ben Franklin.
Dude,
I was
it,
like,
loo-
oh, yeah.
it looks like it came from the government. Like it's the
Yes.
official U.S. citizen
Yeah.
handbook, how to people.
For me as a boy, when I looked at it, I always thought oh yeah, that's the anarchist cookbook for normal people. You know what I mean? I always looked at it like it was like you said, it looked like an official something that you should buy. Like you're a farmer, oh, you can't buy that unless you're a farmer. It does look very official.
Okay, so this ties into streaks, which Daniel's a big fan of.
I love
because
streaks.
he loves a good streak.
I love a good story, and that means days upon days of doing
yeah.
something.
Oh
forever.
yeah. So
Like your vomit streak is one of my favorite.
I feel like just because this thing's gone on for 208 years, that's the reason just to keep putting it out. And someone needs to, even if it doesn't make any money, no one cares about it. It's just keep doing it because you're it does pain me to see after 208 years for them just to be like, oh, we're done. I saw an article about some runner that ran for 55 years straight, and then he's like, there's health problems. He stopped the streak every single day for 55 years.
Wow,
it was the
that's
longest running streak they recorded or whatever.
Yeah.
Even though he could have made it, who knows if he ran 35 years ago on May 22nd.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's all up to him. No one, no Guinness officials.
You had diarrhea one
recording,
day.
yeah. And then just get out there. Even if you are sick, just get out there and run a little bit.
Just walk around the lake and then run for 10 seconds.
Yeah. Patrick Mulder, one of our listeners, did this.
Yeah,
he
he did.
went on a streak. It's just so this is just print it again. Don't end it.
Why not pivot? Look, or is it not worth
Just
it?
print two copies. So it
they've
never
got
ends.
jokes. They've got horticulture in it, right? So why not lean on that? The stuff works. You get better writers for it, so you get some
AI. Just have AI do it.
Ding.
Well, you could,
ding,
but
ding,
people
ding.
are. And I know you keep saying that, but people are rebelling slightly against AI.
Well, they'll never know. The people
You
are
just
so
don't say it.
Yeah. The people are buying this, or even if no one buys it, that's why they're good. They're stopping it because no one buys
You
it.
know who needs
But
to
just
save
keep
Farmer's
doing it.
Almanac, and I just realized it, because if he took over this thing and he injected it with more humor, more knowledge, and then they need meteorologists. They need to take the bumpkiss out, the bullshit, and get real weather people to just put in there what you can put in there that's normal and real. If Nate Bargatze got a hold of the Farmer's Almanac and saved it as a Southern man, he could save the Farmer's Almanac. You need to put the humor back into it, and you need to put better gardening tips, but keep it alive.
Yeah, and
I'm kind of with you on the 208 years of anything. It's an American icon at this point.
Yeah, put a digital copy online and print a handful of copies and distribute them. You know what I'm saying?
If you
Just
want
so
one, buy it
never
from the
end.
website, and we'll print it
Yeah,
for you.
yeah.
Print on demand.
So this is the first time I actually have found out that the almanac was kind of 80-90% bullshit.
Well, here,
sure,
I'll tell
some
you.
good tips, but
Here,
overall,
I'll tell you, right
not
here.
great.
The Almanac's formula is really just a pattern of guessing mixed. It takes the patterns of other years and then it mixes it with the regional averages, and then it's just a guess. So when they hit it right, it's no different than the card trick we were talking about earlier where Pendulette guessed the right card. It's gonna hit because that's just the nature of numbers.
And just off of weather patterns alone, you can kind of get it right most of the time. In the
doesn't change
winter,
that much.
here's what's gonna happen in the winter, summer, Florida. It'll be thunderstorms in the afternoon. Oh, this guy's a fucking genius. No shit.
Oh, by the way, the other almanac they spell almanac with a K on the end.
Oh.
How funny is that? The one that's still in business.
And it's the custodian's
theirs
almanac.
is ALMANAK, and the other one is ALMANAC.
It's got to say something that the bullshit book, for lack of a better term, is not being sold anymore. That has to say something about 2025 and how humans are humaning right now.
No, what it says is there's so much fake news online, we don't need it anymore. We have plenty.
Yeah, man.
Right?
There's some sort of social commentary that either we are really good at going, we know that this is bullshit, so we're done. Oh, the cat's out of the bag. Is it just because it's a book?
I
don't rule that out.
All of it, Ross. It's all of it, and the fact that it just sounds old, and we all know it's 208 years old. But that's the reason to just keep it going. For why not?
Is it the only almanac?
No, well, there's Sports Almanac, Back to the Future.
But that's going to be gone soon. If they're coming for Farmer's Almanac, sports is a coming.
Which always, since a young kid, has been a dream of mine. I'm like, I wish I got a hold of that. I'll be rich. I'll be Biff. I'm the only one that wanted to be Biff.
Is that why you have your hair like Biff now? You have Biff hair.
Oh, man, he's right.
Have you noticed he has Biff hair?
Yeah. I'm the only kid that watched Back to the Future and wanted to be Biff. Be like, there'll be some poo-poo fall on me every once in a while, but that's fine.
You know, I wanted
I
to
can
be.
take some poo-poo.
I wanted to be Michael J. Fox. I was like, I'm going to fuck the shit out of my mom. I'm going to fuck her bush off.
Say that.
I don't know why I did that. You'll have to bring that up after the show. What, is HR going to yell at me or something?
Put that in your almanac. So let's talk about the Michael Jackson movie. So
do you want to play the trailer real
Yes,
quick? It's
yeah.
very short.
It's not long.
Yeah, it's short. I got it ready to go. Okay, here
so
we go.
made by the same, I guess,
Wants to be
production
Biff.
company that did the Queen.
You like that, don't you? That's not the first time he's ever said that. This guy is
That's
Biff.
even-
He's Biff for life. That might be the name of the show.
This is made by the same people who made Queen and
Yeah.
it's a biopic
Yeah.
of Michael Jackson.
This one. All right, here we go. Here's a little Michael Jackson. Here, he's in the studio.
I know you've been waiting a long time for this.
Put the headphones. It's the prosthetics bothering you, right?
Can't do it.
Yeah, they made it too big. You know, you're right.
Oh my God!
They made his real nose. Hold on, let me get to it. I'll play it for you.
And I would assume
Right here, ready? T.
Q,
Okay. You can't
can you
really-
lower the lights for me, please?
It's too big. They gave
What's
him a
going on?
schnoz. They
Dude.
gave him a big old schnoz.
they schnozzed him up.
They schnozzed him up.
Well, is it before he
You've been
wa-
schnozzed.
Is
It is before, but they exaggerated it. It's too big.
And I'm assuming
Michael's nose was not. It was bigger, like a standard African American nose, but it wasn't.
What
like,
actor is that?
Well, right there's that actor right there. Oh, I have so many jokes. and I have to go through it. My sensors all
Is it
fucked
someone
up.
we know that's playing Michael
No,
Jackson?
no.
Okay,
No,
it's a
no,
new
no.
actor.
It's a new actor, but the nose is. It's too. It went. It's just like maybe 3.2 centimeters to everything.
it's about a good third. I mean, I'm gonna watch the movie. I love Michael Jackson. Those are great songs. Timeless is gonna be a very important film. But
I think you're right.
Prosthetics. And you just cannot mess it up. I'm one of those guys where all I'm going to
We've
be
warned
thinking
them,
about.
right? Like you've done that.
I've done.
Yeah.
All I'm going to be thinking about is the telesis, the adhesive glue that's behind that nose, or it's just going to take me out. I don't think I have seen many movies where a prosthetic has not thrown me off.
Boogie Nights is pretty good.
That's just one time at the end.
But anyway, that's basically it. But yeah, I
Okay.
didn't even think about that.
So a couple things. Michael Jackson has one of the most interesting human or existences as a human that I could think of because of how bizarre
Everything was.
his whole life was. You know, like and then two
From like a baby on.
They
like
bring-
it's like fast.
they bring up the allegations and stuff too, right? Is this in the movie
You know,
or no?
they
I don't think
not
this is the
not
movie
in
for
the
that.
trailer. They don't put it really any of that. They
You saw
What's
that
part of
trailer,
it?
and you thought they
We're
were going
waiting
to do.
for-
Yeah, the last scene. The
they're
last
wearing-
scene is a bed, and then the last scene is a bed, like a man's bedroom that's all gold everywhere, and you can see a merry-go-round in the background. And then there's a Coca-Cola, and then him, and then the last thing you hear is,
Do you want some Jesus juice?
that's the last thing you hear, and then it goes cold, and it goes all
I
black.
don't, that sounds like a ridiculous question, but like,
100%, yeah.
the
The film trailer that just called him a king is going to bring up the pedophile
King of
allegation.
pedophiles. What if that's king of pedophiles?
but it's almost
King of pop, KOP, I see
Yeah,
it.
KOP.
But it would almost be a distraction if they never even because even in the
They glossed-
Queen,
no, they didn't do it in the Queen, dude.
they
No, they got
alluded
heat.
to the AIDS.
They may allude, but
They're like he's
alluding-
got it, you know.
He's got it.
He's got the gay cold, whatever they said.
He's got the gay cancer. Yeah, it's good. It's called gay
And
cancer.
then I'm assuming when I first saw the schnoz on Michael Jackson here in this film is that the whole nose thing is because of his original nose, correct? That it was like his father's nose and he wanted to get away from it. He didn't like that nose.
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
plastic surgery to
Yeah.
his
And he
you
mutilated
change
himself.
you change the nose that beats the shit out of you.
Yeah.
I think, right?
I mean, but
I
also
think I mean that seriously.
that was-
he
I think-
dyed his skin white, and you know,
Yeah, but so did Sammy Sosa,
that's true. Yeah,
my
yeah.
wife's favorite baseball player.
Odd one.
I feel like it wouldn't be as frowned upon as it was back then now if he just said, "Yeah, I dyed my skin white."
Oh, I have plenty of my black friends dye their skin now. It's totally fine.
Did you guys see the HBO doc talking about the allegations and all of that? I forgot what it's called. I know it's not called Yee Hee, but it's something like that.
I did not, but no. I did not.
We had a person, and what was the name of the podcast? The one of the.
It
remember
was
the
like Hollywood Connections with Fritz Coleman and.
Oh yeah.
My
I
mind's.
remember.
I don't know, man. I remember shit.
The woman on that show.
Yes, the woman on that show knows about this and
What-
worked with some survivors or victims, rather.
Yeah, in the case, and then she remember on the show, she's like 100% he did it.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's
Yeah.
a schnozzed up monster.
Not that that means like, and then like in the documentary I heard, and like
brutal.
Yeah, it's like whoa, this is it's like the OJ
Well,
documentary.
give me something
You watch the
brutal
O-
without giving me some.
There was one aspect of those documentaries that jumped out to me, and I'll never forget it. I remember all the accounts and all the storytelling, but when both parties, both victim and the Jackson family, can't deny that they were in the room by themselves for sleepovers. I didn't know that even the Jackson side of this argument is going, yeah, he would have sleepovers.
Well, what
Nothing
the hell kind of
happened.
sleepover would I be having if Andrea were in the room with me and the kids?
Yeah, and it was just him and young boys.
Yeah. Now it could be that he was so
Peter Panning.
wackadoo.
Whacked out.
Yeah,
Peter
that
Panning.
he just wanted to be a kid. He was a weirdo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like him talking, and be like, oh, that checks out.
And
Like his personality does check out of like
Well,
maybe
he's
never
wearing
grow-
a Captain Crunch jacket, for Christ's sake. You know?
And his best friend is Macaulay Culkin.
Yeah, but
And Macaulay Culkin's been on record, thousands of times of going, nothing has ever happened. But like that footage, when you watch it, it jumps out to you.
But Macaulay's not his type.
Yeah, but then other people like and then like I guess you'd have to watch the trials. Like he didn't get convicted of it.
That was the part
So-
where I disconnected from the Michael Jackson trials. I remember this. I remember when he had submitted something to, like they were covering it, and he said, they took pictures of me, of my birthmarks, of my penis. Like, and he was doing this whole thing. I did a little Mike Tyson there at the end, I'm sorry. And I was like,
This is fair.
I was like, I got to detach. I can't, because I liked Michael Jackson. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And I'm like, I'm not.
So
I'm not gonna-
it is a weird thing for all of humanity to deal with when there's like, okay, the OJ, I watched the OJ documentary, and after you watch that documentary, now it could
Hold
be
on, that
skewed.
didn't happen.
What?
Ghost of Manu Bull says, the only thing I remember from the documentary was when a kid said Michael asked him to spread his butt cheeks so Michael could look into his butthole.
We talked about that on the show.
We did?
Yeah.
Oh, I blocked it out. That's how much I liked Michael Jackson. I blocked it out of my mind.
That documentary goes that hard.
Yeah. And then so
I've never even done that to my wife.
why would you want to see it?
I don't know. Some people put things in there. Secret hideaway.
I'm just curious.
So, but like you watch the OJ documentary, and then you're like, oh shit, this thing portrays like this guy did murder him, like he was a murderer, and he did murder two people. But then it's like, then you watch old Naked Gun movies with OJ in it, or like, or you know what I'm saying? There's like, can you listen to Michael Jackson's music? But
You can watch Naked Gun movies, just not naked Naked Gun movies.
And then then you watch this documentary, and then is it tainted by all this shit? And then, or can you watch it and then just be like, man, this is a bizarre human's life that we all remember, and made this amazing music, but then he had these allegations that we still are all kind of confused by.
We don't know how to feel collectively.
Why
Well,
would
like, they
somebody
do it
give
or
us the
not?
cut and dry? Like, we need somebody to be like,
There's no cut and dry.
hey.
It's blurry.
Well, no, hold on. I
Even
miss,
the OJ stuff is kind of still blurry,
I
even
miss-
though he did it.
Yeah, well, I misremembered this. So apparently, if I'm gonna have to remember that he asked the kid to spread his butt cheek so he can look at his butthole, then I think that's bad. You should not do that.
I guess there's not hardcore evidence. I guess there's just his hearsay. It's people testifying that he did this.
Did
and
you
that's-
hear it?
Tom is also right. And one of the biggest accusers, the backup dancer, who Michael Jackson actually helped out his career tremendously. And he testified. Wade, yeah.
Yeah.
He testified and said nothing has ever happened. And guess who's chirping in this documentary? Talking about hiding bloody underwear. It's Wade. Wade comes out, complete 180, and says, yeah, it did
Well,
happen.
everybody hides bloody underwear. Come on. Let's settle down for a second before we start filling
It's just any
I
other-
hid bloody underwear this morning from Tom. I flushed them down our toilet.
And if I was a kid and Michael Jackson asked to see my butthole, I'd show him.
I would too.
Just like David
I'd be
Blaine,
like-
I'd be
I
like,
just took it, dude.
If any
I'd be like, oh my
celebrity-
God, all right.
Dude, it is like David Blaine.
If any celebrity, I'm talking, if right now, if he's skinnier now, if skinny now, black comedian with dreads, Bruce came in here and asked me to spread my butthole so he can look at it, I'd be like, okay, Bruce, I'm game.
Bruce, here comes my butthole.
I was going to use Earthquake, but I don't think Earthquake would ever want to see a
yeah.
butthole. Bruce
No.
is more of a butthole guy, I feel like.
I guess we'll end with Antonio Brown getting extradited from
Dubai.
Dubai, United Arab Emirates or whatever.
He's my favorite football player.
And
Not really, but
yeah,
I do
but-
love the spectacle.
It is wild.
for attempted murder. Now,
Gilbert Arenas is my favorite basketball player
Oh,
right now,
yeah.
so I feel you.
Spectacle,
I feel you.
spectacle.
the little.
Do you know what happened?
Defending the monster.
Do you want the song?
So
Or
no,
do you do
no,
it abbreviated?
abbreviated
yeah.
because then I was like attempted. What kind of attempted murder?
Do you want to know what he did?
Yes.
Okay, on May 16th, 2025, during an influencer boxing event in Miami's Little Haiti neighborhood, Antonio Brown allegedly got into a fist fight with Zulkarnain Kwame Natambo.
White people, am I right?
Good Lord. Why couldn't it have been a Jim Brown?
I should have named Tommy that. Just for comedy.
Kwame Natambo Van. Following the altercation, Brown allegedly, this is the part that is wild, Brown allegedly grabbed a handgun from a security officer, then firing...
It was his own bodyguard, I think, or something like that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he fired 2 shots, grazing Natambu's neck. Brown was briefly detained but released when police could not locate a weapon. Shell casings and empty holster were recovered. A warrant for second-degree attempted murder was issued a day before my birthday, June 11th, 2025. Brown was located in Dubai, United Arab Emirates, and arrested by U.S. Marshals yesterday. He was extradited to the U.S. in Essex County, Jersey, before making his way to Miami-Dade County for trial. Hopefully this is televised. If he says he's representing himself, I'm going to Miami for the trial.
We'll send
Will you
Tuttle
go
down
with
there.
him? No, I'll go. Like, what should we do? If he's like, I'm representing myself, I'm like, I'll be there. I'm going.
If he represents himself, just text me. I'll see if I can get the weekend off.
Talk about another person with a bizarre life story of fucking Antonio Brown and everything he went through, and then like the ending of his career, and then now like this.
He had the best final game of any player in the world. When he ripped his jersey off, no one's ever done that.
And then hit him with a peace sign.
No one's ever done
the
that.
deuce and dip.
That was my picture in fantasy football for like 3 years of him.
He
Like,
quit on the game day and left.
And what did he do a week later, Tom? He released a rap single. That's badass.
He also froze his feet on Hard Knocks, so it came down in a
And he got hurt.
It was so fucking awesome.
Remember when he had the bleach blonde mustache?
Also-
The little bleach blonde mustache?
Now,
all while being like one of, if not the best wide receiver in the league.
Correct.
At the beginning of his career.
Yeah. When he's with the Steelers.
Tom Brady, he played pretty well,
He
too.
had it.
He played with Tom Brady. He lived in, he was going to, like, Tom Brady invited him
I'm
to
living in his house.
Yeah, how wild is it that he puts him in his house? He's like, I'm gonna get this troubled soul. I got this. I can do this.
It made me like Tom Brady.
Fast forward like a year, and he's like, "Yo, your wife, I'm a banger on the internet."
I
like
forgot about that.
He's taking shots at Giselle.
I forgot about that.
And
I bet Brady laughed at that.
Also, this attempted murder charge, right? Like, first, like, I know Miami police. Like, some investigations was botched. Just because it was in Little Haiti in Miami. Second, I read some more about this, and the guy alleged that the bullet grazed his neck. And then so
Because don't we have to see it?
well, I guess it's hard to really prove. Like, people are shooting, whatever, and then it's like, oh, bullet grazed my neck. But did that? Like, I don't know if they could prove that it was a bullet, right? So then it's like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Did that? I guess you have to go to trial. Like and then he took off. So obviously, like, it's like somewhat of a mission of guilt. But OJ ran too, so like,
true.
I guess we'll see it at the trial. But it'll
Going
be
to Dubai is a special kind of running, I feel like, right? When you end up going to Dubai.
It was not a good. I also read an article. It was not a good place to hide because they have like
They don't want you to be there if you're fucking around, I don't think.
Well, they like, I guess the United States and Dubai signed something a long time ago that like allows them both to get the criminals that escape for so it's not it's an easy country for the U.S. I guess FBI to
Or
go over
Interpol or
to
something,
come
yeah.
get
He
you.
should have done what that one NFL player last year did when he killed his mother and just go to a resort in the Bahamas and just drink your life away. Remember that guy? He killed his mom and then he fled the Bahamas and then he just did a video. He's like, I'm having margaritas. This is the life. I'm like, you killed your mom.
Well, Antonio Brown was also putting up social media, right?
Yeah, there's an article I read, maybe it's in this one, where the Miami police, the reason he was extradited so quickly from Dubai is because he was like teasing them on social media or flaunting, like he's like partying and stuff, and they're like, no, we're bring him in. Get the fuck out of here. What are you doing? You're done.
Antonio Brown. Of course he's doing that. Anyway,
love
so it'd be interesting to see what, because again, like now you have this.
He can face up to 15 years.
You're at for attempted murder for sure. And then he's discharging a firearm, but is he shooting it at the person? Is he shooting?
I
it
thought
up
he
in
was
the air?
shooting it in the air. That was the first kind of report.
And then he's like, I've grazed my neck, but is he lying? Then he took off running, so it's only his
with
word against
Antonio, you never know.
Yeah, you don't.
You never know.
I think there's actually 4 of them. I think there's 4 Antonio Browns because I don't know how one man can garner this amount of news
Well, you would
week in,
think,
week
and
out.
he's still pretty young, right?
Yeah, I mean, he could put on a helmet and run around.
Like right now, he could go to the Falcons and literally enter our team and make a difference.
Yeah. That's what blows my mind. Like, yeah, he's not gonna be as good as
That's that natural.
but he's good. Like for one route, as hard as he can. Like he'll catch a ball good as shit.
Yeah.
And you see
But
Tom Brady.
But then he'll get mad and rip his shirt off and run out of the stadium.
My favorite thing is when old NFL players, like the old man Marino, still fucking throw a ball. You're like, holy shit!
Yeah.
like he still throws a tight fucking.
It's the best
spiral.
story. It's one of the best stories in sports that we get to see year in, year out. When Aaron Rodgers throws a touchdown pass every game, whenever he does it, it's cool.
They're talking about him playing for the Steelers next year. Like they're like
he wasn't gonna, but he is now.
they're looking at it like this motherfucker's playing good.
Green Bay was like, he's gonna come back and retire. The Steelers are like, hold on.
Yeah. We got another shade of yellow for him.
Yeah, I feel bad for Jets fans. Like you goddamn are the worst team. Like,
so
you're a
bad.
whole organization.
I hate my team. It's the first time I've ever actively said I hate the Falcons. Hate them.
Woody Johnson, their owner, is is an embarrassment.
He's a wild old man.
He's got a big old gold Woody.
I've kicked it though with Arthur Blank.
No shit.
I crashed his ranch in Big Sky, Montana.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Where? For how?
I know. I had a friend who was basically like not doing well within the city of Orlando. He just couldn't stand looking at concrete one more hour.
Yeah.
Found that application, signed up, grabbed basically, it's not a high paying job, but an okay paying job of helping, working, basically staying at this Airbnb resort that's in the middle of the prettiest part of Montana. It was stunning. It was one of the coolest things and places that I've ever been, and the best floor I've ever slept on because there was no room for my brother and I, but Arthur Blank was there, and he straight looks like a billionaire, man.
He looks like a Mr. Peanut.
Dude,
He got the tiny mustache and a little red suit, and like he looks
He's
like,
odd looking.
Yeah, he is very.
It's
odd
very
looking.
like a villain of Bullwinkle vibes when he walks by.
Yeah,
he has
Boris.
a cartoon bomb that says "Pow." like he's
little black cousins, endless amounts of money.
yeah, very much like that.
What a weird existence. Like having having that relationship with money where it's just a number, it doesn't matter, it's like unlimited, and so it's not even a thing in your life because everything is on the table money wise, and that's a weird way to live, right?
The setup,
is.
The setups are weird.
Bizarre.
Like I'll give you one. Like I've told this before. It's been many, many years. But when I toured the Atlanta Falcons area, you get to tour Arthur Blank's private area for him, players, and player families to watch the game, right?
Yeah.
And you go in, and it's like this wooden room, and the whole room looks like a like a steakhouse.
Wow.
And it's all oak. But then they have a kids room. In the kids room, when you go into the kids room, it's got like 25 giant mega TVs and like 25 Xboxes because obviously there's going to be more than 25 kids there, and it's just like there must have been $30,000 of electric equipment just for children to be placated during an adult football party. It was wild, man.
See, that's
wild, endless
different money.
To me, to me, that's a lot of pressure as a human to like
entertain,
to realize like, okay, money is not part of this equation. Now, how do I make myself happy and live a fulfilled life? And then it's like, goddamn, that's a lot of pressure.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like what do I do to?
You go get jacked off like Robert Kraft.
Yeah. That's what makes me feel alive.
You do.
There's only so many times you do that. I mean,
I don't
is
know.
that fulfilling? And then it's like,
Well, I'd have to do it 100 times to find out, right? Like I have to do it a lot.
Yeah, and you could do it a lot. You could do it unlimited, and it's like, well, what does a fulfilled life mean? Like, because you now have the resources to do anything you want, live anywhere, buy anything, and then it's always like the pressure that puts on you must be immense.
How do you have the answer to that question for yourself?
No, I wouldn't want that. Like that's what I said. Like I think I do 100% believe that if I won a Powerball, like someone gave me $100 million, it would be bad for my family.
Now, one of the fun things to do with it would be though making magic with it. Like doing stuff for people that absolutely don't have anything, and you're very generous. So I think you're selling yourself short. And
But then
our buddy that's known you a long time too. You're very generous. It may be bad for your family, but if you stayed on top of it and we're doing favors for other people,
yeah. But then that turns into a life of you can't help everybody, and then you only have enough. So
but
then
you can help some.
You spend, of course you can, but it's like
And then I at least, and if I'm in that situation, if I'm tossing out money, I start to grow very paranoid about why people are talking to me.
Yeah, you
because
lose.
I just gave money to 4 people. Then the 5th person goes, I've got to be this guy's friend.
Yeah, of course.
And then it's not about my value or my character.
You lose who you are, and then it's just the money, and then you're like, is everybody around me for the money? It's a bizarre way to live.
I've always wanted to get to a point.
I know everybody's like, oh, I'll take that. I know I would too, but it's like you got to look at the actual weirdness of it.
It would be a BC AC moment for sure, like a big timeline. Like before I had this money, I could talk to people and trust them. After having this money, it's just me, myself, and my family.
And then have you cursed your kids because now your kids in the back of their head, they know like
no adversity.
They have they have unlimited money, and even manufacturing and adversity is hard to do for your kids. I'm trying to do it, and then it's like it's hard to do. It's hard to force them into hard situations. It's like if they don't need to be in a hard situation.
I heard Shaq say this, and I've heard multiple celebrities say this: is that like, no, you're not rich, Daddy's rich. And I'm like, you are lying to yourself, dude.
Yeah.
You're telling
your kids
him
live in your mansion.
In the mansion, dude. What was your kid's last meal? Broccolini, gold-plated steak? Like, no, they're still wealthy as well, man.
No, and then of course, and you're like, well, I'm not gonna give them money or whatever, but it's like that,
Well, because
bullshit.
he's been villainized. He's been villainized before because of the money and the kids thing.
Yeah.
So your go-to answer is going to be something that deflects that and says like, no, I'm a good father. I don't let them be spoiled. I do this. When we all know it's sort of bullshit. Right?
But you cannot, and maybe his kids aren't spoiled, but still they are living a different life, knowing that no matter what, you're not gonna be poor. Like we all live a life. They were like, shit, we could be
being
poor.
Concerned about having a
like
meal,
we could run
being
out.
concerned about your home, being concerned about your parents having a job. That's a
paying,
different existence.
Yeah, paying your bills. We all live this life where it's like, oh, we could get in our situation where we don't have money and we have to sell our
and
house.
He cannot.
And yes, and then it becomes unlimited. And in the back of your mind, you're like, I will never be homeless because of the situation I'm in. It's like Michael Jordan's son. Look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Oh, he's fine.
I know he's fine, but he's like, is he fine? Could he have lived a better life if he wasn't Michael Jordan?
He wouldn't have done the mistakes that he made that we make fun of if he had lived a more disciplined, more I could lose it at any moment life.
Isn't it funny that if Jordan's son had a dad that did cocaine, he probably wouldn't do cocaine. So if Michael Jordan would have done more cocaine, he would have been a better dad. That's what I'm saying.
Or it could have been the same. And then you're born and he could have been doing the same, just poor. A lot of poor people do cocaine.
They do.
In fact, more than rich people. But it's like, so it's hard to say, but I ultimately I think it would be just a very huge burden that could be beneficial, could not be, but it's living a life with unlimited money is bizarre.
I've always wanted to have the thing where we rake up an insane amount of debt.
Oh, okay.
And then in order to pay off, it's Andrea's debt, let's say.
All right, now
and then
yours.
in order to pay off the debt, like I'm sitting at home one afternoon alone, and there's like, boom, boom, and to the door, there's like 3 women that come to the door, and they are Andrea's creditors. And now I have to sleep with them to pay off her debts. Like the pornos I see. Where the wife has to sleep with the bully, the Italian bully.
I've searched debt before. I don't know why.
The wife has to sleep
There's a lot of
it.
debt porn.
I love debt porn. It's right.
I think that's what made me and Daniel our business partners.
This is for the end of the show. We can end on this. I have officially, as of today, November 7th. Oh my God, it's my mom's birthday.
Really?
I have changed my porn category. I am no longer into massage. I am now into wife pays off husband's debt with Italian bully. That's my new porn category. I love Italian bully debt porn. And then she's all like, and he's like, hey, let's get to it. What you think, you fucking Brazilian? You're like, come on, you're wasting my fucking time.
Every time I see it, I'm like, that's a good wife. My wife would never do that.
I said it too. I'm like, Andrew would never do that because he's going to want to do anal. Andrew ain't going to never do nothing.
No debt will add up to that.
And she'll make me pay for this forever. I'm not taking that. Anyway, all right.
That's
Ross,
a good place to end.
Where can people find?
It's a great place to finish. Let's finish there.
Yeah, that's a great place to finish the show.
Where are you going to be at coming up here? I know Secrets.
Yes, I'll be at Secrets December 5th. I'm going to be out of town a lot this month because it's Thanksgiving. Shout out to being grateful. Be grateful and eat good food. Secrets on the 5th and also on the 27th. I know that's 2 days after Christmas, but I'll be out at Sanford Theater West End. And I know that you guys are always
that'll be a fun show. I love partying when it's the holidays and you still have time off because you kind of feel like, oh, I can go do this. I can go to that. So that'll probably be a really fun show.
We're going to have a hoot.
You know, they tell you to practice gratitude, and I tried because everybody's like, just make you a better person. Yeah. And then I'm like, I'm grateful for my kids, grateful for my health. And then I sit there, I'm like, that did nothing. I'm like, I didn't change it.
You journal, right?
Yep.
You're a journaler.
Yep. You just practiced gratitude, by the way, right before we finished.
Yeah.
You were talking about how the power of money. The
wife debt thing?
No.
It's my wife. My wife's sucking Italian bully's cock.
Gratitude. But just talking about all that pressure that money has because you are afraid of maybe you or your kids or your loved ones finding no gratitude in anything because everything's already paid for. So there's still some gratitude in there. You prior
didn't
towards
listen to a word. I saw him glaze over like an alligator sitting in the sun.
All I was thinking about is that Italian bully. I'm like, what did he do to me?
The thing I like about that is when he's pushing her face out of the pillows. I'm like, my, that is wild.
He's bullying her now.
Yeah. And then I would hope my wife would stay at that house long enough so the pillow marks aren't on her face when she comes home. I don't want her picking up Maisie with pillow marks on her face.
What's your social media, Ross?
Ross Padgett on Instagram, Facebook. I have a TikTok, YouTube. Check out Good Sauce with Ross and Joel. Our episodes keep getting better and better. Hit subscribe. Yep. I would love some more ears over there.
There you go.
It's a lot of fun, and I really believe in it. So
there you go.
No, 100%.
We appreciate you, man. Thank you for being here.
Always a pleasure.
Yeah.
Love to you and the family. Guys, is there anything else we need to say? Oh, Olaf, thanks for being here, buddy.
Yeah.
Lifelong friend of the show. Olaf is here today. Thank you for stopping by, man. Anything else we need to tell anybody?
We'll see you at our events coming up on November 22nd and 23rd. Beer Fest. So
limited edition gift bag. Hey, hey.